What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Keeping It Blunt with Perry and Caleb. We're back another Wednesday, episode 11. It has been quite the journey so far with all of you, and we really appreciate everyone that tunes in with us every single week. Brought to you by Unwrap Sports. Find us on unwrapsports.com, Unwrap Sports on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button. Go like us on Facebook. And that's where we're live right now as well. Twitter, Facebook. We're live on Twitch and YouTube. So please go check us out everywhere that we're at. We really appreciate that, guys. What up, Caleb? Here with my brother. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good, man. I was talking to you last night. I've been on like a 2-week bender. I'm destroying my body, but I mean, what's to be expected from somebody who lives in Florida? Just whatever, you know? But yeah, man, I'm doing good. I'm going to continue that bender into tonight. We're going to have a good time. Been having to put some work in my car. I'm growing out the beard. I'm growing out the hair. I've got a whole new look coming for all the fans out there. I'm disappointed the Bachelor's over because now I don't get to talk to you guys or women.
Update, guys.
No more Bachelor update for all the females out there that we love so much that y'all are here. But it's been exciting, man. You know, last couple of weeks have just been. I've just been on a bender, dude. It all started with that golf tournament, and I just kind of carried it like over for way too long, and you know it's gonna slow up a little bit, but you know we'll be all right, man. I'm doing good.
Good. No, I love it, and I'm doing pretty good too. Obviously, work's crazy. Second vaccination coming up pretty soon. I think that's next Wednesday, I believe. So right around the corner. Super pumped about that. Life is moving forward. We are rolling. So we got quite the show for everyone today. We are very excited.
Hold on. Your dog's name is Piper, right?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, I just want to wish Piper a happy belated National Puppy Day. I just wanted to, go ahead and throw that out there and wish her a happy. So that was yesterday.
You see, Piper is 5. Piper's about to be 5, but she has the heart of like a 2-month-old, and I think she always will. She is such a puppy, dude. Thank you so much. That's actually adorable. I love that.
Absolutely.
We got our beginning, guys. What are you smoking on? Let us know if you're smoking on anything, if you're drinking with us. You know, Caleb over here, my trusty drinker. And we have anyone chilling on their milk pack like Connie usually does, sipping on some water, hanging out, throwing up a ball on their ceiling. Let us know what you're doing, what brought you to us today, and comment. We love the engagement, guys. So really, thank you again for all popping in with us. So, Caleb, what are you smoking on today? What's your lineup? I know you usually have a nice variety of things.
Yeah, so I misinterpreted how much weed I had left. So I came in today thinking I was like, good, like I'm fine. I even bought a couple new King Palms. Don't even get to use them because I ain't got enough weed to be able to fill them. So that became a problem, but I was able to scrap enough. Not resin tonight. We're not going resin.
At least it's not resin.
I've got all Keef bowls tonight. I'm gonna be hitting 2 Keef bowls, so I'm gonna be just as stoned as I usually am. You just won't see the regularity out of it.
I'm just smoking red. Yeah, he said no res today. At least it's Keef. He's stepping it up.
Yeah, it's Keef. It's Keef. It's a little bit finer, than your resin. But what I'm drinking on, man, is I've got a couple Goose IPAs here. One's a Goose Island IPA.
Great brand. Great brand.
Yeah, great brand. It's good stuff. One's their new Lost Palate Hazy IPA, and then one's the Next Coast IPA. And I'm obviously drinking it out of my Florida State pint glass because we made it to the Sweet 16, which we'll get into in a little bit. But yeah, that's my lineup for tonight, man. Just, and the weed I'm smoking on is the Blue City Diesel that I was smoking on last week. So cool. These Keef bowls are probably about to fuck me up. So I apologize for, being stupid like midway through the show.
So I got a nice little lineup today. I have God's Gift OG. We have Skittles. We also have Blue Dream. So all 3, mixed them all up in the grinder. We'll call it a salad today. We got Ligma Falls IPA. I hate you so much. But
You're
yeah,
childish, Christian. You're childish.
I love Christian. We're smoking heavy today. At least myself, a little more than Caleb with his Keef. He's over there hitting the pen. We're drinking up, doing a lot of fun stuff here. Thank you, Christian, for popping in. Everyone else, if you're chilling, doing whatever you're doing, let us know what's up. Say hi to the boys and jump into the comments, guys. Really do appreciate that. So we have a very fun Puff Puff Pass for you guys today. And for anybody that's not a regular on the show or hasn't seen us before, Puff Puff Pass for us means that we have three things very similar. We pick a category for that week. We pick two that we're going to puff on, one that we're going to pass on, one that we can live without. I'm going to go first again this time, so Caleb can react. But we have a good little three: ice cream, cake, and pie. I think it depends on what mood you're in for all three of these. So I'm going to start with that. But and it might surprise people here, I'm going to go ice cream for a puff. I'm going to puff on pie, and I'm going to pass on cake. And again, it's all depending on one, the mood I'm in, how high I'm in, the occasion. But if I had to, at least right now, I got all three in front of me. I'm going ice cream and a pie. Cake's going to get passed on for me today. What are you puffing on? What are you passing on, Caleb?
Man, so I saw this, like, you put it out there because you always surprise me with Puff Puff passes. So, like, I don't know. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but, like, Perry doesn't let me know what the Puff Puff pass is before we even come on, or, like, right before everybody shoots over the outline. So I'm just, like, lost, and I'm just having to, like, figure it out as I go. But
I think it's the fun of it.
When you dropped this on me, I was like, damn, man, like, really? Like, I'm not a sweet guy. Like, I love salty foods. So, like, salty foods are my snack. So, like, give me a large fry, give me a bag of potato chips. But if I had to choose, life depends on it, right? I am puffing on ice cream too. You know, you can't go wrong with ice cream. Like, even if I don't like milk, but I love ice cream. Like, the ice cream is great. And then I'm gonna go opposite of you. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of tough because I don't really like pies, but there's one pie that I could just eat every single day, and that's key lime pie. Like, I could eat key lime pie. Like,
I like that. I like a little key lime or like a lemon meringue. It's a nice hybrid, a nice change in there. Yeah,
and a nice little sour bit to it, and you know, it's good. It's nice, and along with the crunchiness of the crust and everything of that nature. But man, if I'm looking at an overall sphere here, and I'm looking at cake, I just imagine a fat bar of red velvet cake just sitting right in front of my face, and I can't pass that up. Man.
Okay,
cake is bomb. So I'm puffing on ice cream, puffing on cake, and I am passing on pie. Unfortunately, my key lime's got to be left out here.
Okay, I see you. And Lawrence Owen commented on my Facebook stream, so it's not going to show up with us here, but he said, "What's up, guys?" So what's up, Lawrence? We appreciate you saying what up.
Lawrence?
And we got Edward Gibbons here. Puff on ice cream. We appreciate you coming in, hanging with us, Edward. Puff on ice cream, puff on cake, pass on pie. All right, man. I see you today. I'm glad that we're disagreeing again. This is now 3 weeks in a row that we have had a disagreement, and I'm pumped because that's the whole point of this Puff Puff Pass. And again, thank you so much for jumping in. If you guys have any comments on our Puff Puff Pass, any particular sweets, munchies that you're going on, any random thought, throw it in here. We'll love to comment on it, guys. And again, appreciate everybody jumping in, hanging out with us right off the bat. Super cool, guys. So we got roll up, pull up, guys. Here's how we start off the show for us. We already talked about what we're smoking on. I have a nice little joint that I'm going to be sparking up in just a second. Got the bong right here for me just in case to back it up throughout the rest of the show. But we got a March Madness bracket today. It is crazy. My boy Caleb, my college guy, Florida State behind him, Florida State above him, to the left, to the right, below, doesn't matter. It's there. He's hyped. They have a chance to go all the way. So they're still in it. He called it and helped me put together some of my brackets. One of mine's at like 96% right now, and I cannot believe that. So I have to credit Caleb on some of my crazy picks I made from that one. But our roll of pull up today. Who is going to win the men's March Madness tournament? And Caleb, you know his answer. I don't even have to ask him. If he said something else, it would be illegal. It would be against his religion for him to say Gonzaga might win this. But maybe it's in the back of his mind. Who knows? But I asked you guys today to see what you thought. Gonzaga, who is almost an NBA team. Look at their statistics. Look at their record. It's unbelievable to see the kind of year that they've had so far. Michigan, good team. Juwan Howard, love him as a coach. Love the fit for him in Michigan. Of course, the last time they went this far, he was a player on that squad. So I think that's a really cool story. Baylor, another powerhouse school that wasn't a powerhouse school too long ago. They have now really become a really good basketball and football school. I think pretty even there. Good to see them at the number 1 seed here. But we have a lot of really cool teams in here. Oral Roberts is my favorite right now because
everybody loves Oral, right? Like
who's saying when does Oral not hit? Let me just say that.
The jokes on Twitter were just great. It was just like it was just one after the other. It was so perfect.
And I'm going to pull it up real quick. We have our Twitter up right here. We had a couple comments for the other right there for and right there 56% Gonzaga. We'll say any other team besides Gonzaga, not even to break it down, got 44%. So 56% of you think Gonzaga wins. Anyone else, you guys thought it was 44%. We'll take that. We do have a couple cool comments on here today. I'm going to pull it up, see the poll for us. Thank you again for everyone. We have Mark, who of course popped in, said Gonzaga wins it for sure. Only team I see giving them a run is Bama. I did not expect that. The offense can be lethal if they're hitting threes at a rapid clip. Like I've seen, it'll be tough with the Zags. We all know the Zags aren't a juggernaut on the defensive end. They are going to have they're going to have to match these teams offensively. So, and then we have, hate to say it, I'm a Michigan fan. Even I'm saying Gonzaga. I just don't see them losing this year. And this one, I know your favorite comment, _DJax, got to keep it oral with our
that's one of my
here.
boys. That's one of my boys too.
Of course it is.
We used to work together back in the day. So appreciate them showing love as well. But
for sure.
Edward, we used to call him Ed Boy. He just commented on my quote tweet. And he's like, who I'm rolling with, and put his like Alabama GIF on there. He's an Alabama boy through and through.
Cool.
Family's from there, everything like that. So he's like, dude, just imagine what that can do for football and basketball. To say, yeah, that'd be so dope. Alabama shoots lights out. So there's a bunch of good teams, man. No, you can't look past any of them at this point. They're all good.
I would love to see Oral Roberts win this, or like a Loyola Chicago. I would love to see it. And this really quick, how do we still have 4 teams competing for college football? How is it still a 4-team playoff? And this just became a 4-team playoff. It was a 2-team forever. And it hasn't even been a decade since the college football playoffs. And we're still sitting here looking at 4 teams. We got UCFs.
And I think everybody's already tired of the 4-team thing.
Come on, don't you? Where's the Oral Roberts story for football? I'd love to see them catch the best team in the country on their worst day and make a fucking run. Give them the chance. How are these teams set up for failure where you can have the best overall record for the season? You can win the best teams on your schedule because you can only play the teams on your schedule. That's all you can do. Right. And it's still not enough.
I guess it's kind of more, it's because of the level of play. So like you look at the SEC, it's the top, it's the best level of play. So obviously the best players are going to go there. And like in basketball, there's a lot more variance when it comes to best players. Like there could be some kid that nobody knows about, but he's really fucking good at basketball. But he goes to like an Oral Roberts, like Absbeth, who is just absolutely lighting up everybody he plays in Florida at Ohio State. So I mean, it's simple as that, in my opinion, of why it's not that point. Because if you were to go to that point, is there even really a point when you could risk injury of these players that are supposed to be drafted high because they're the best players in the country? So I think that's kind of why. But I mean, I think it definitely should be expanded. But, maybe not to that level of like the NCAA.
I feel that. But like, give me a 12-teamer. Give me a 12-teamer.
Or 8. Give me 8. Like, I'll be okay with 8. Like, 8's fine.
I'll even take 6 at this point. Like, I take any kind of progress.
Right. But I think them going back to 4, sorry for spending time on football, but we're going to move over back to basketball in a second. But this 14 thing, like, why did we ever move away from the 2-team thing? Like, the 2 best teams play all year and they get to the national championship game because they put in all that hard effort throughout the whole season to be the top 2 teams, because to be the national champion, you have to be the top 2 teams. Like, like that's the thing. So like you make it ultra competitive throughout the regular season and everything else like that. Like, what are you doing now? Like you can still lose a game, make it to the playoff and play 1 game.
But I would love to see the dynamic shift. Really I would love to see the dynamic shift where all of a sudden some colleges, not load management, obviously, but maybe are taking it a little easier during certain parts of their schedule just to get in. They know if they get in, they're good. and that may make other teams higher seeds than usual. I'd love to see the difference in dynamic if that was changed. But like you said, we'll go back to basketball, and I'll let you take it away with some March Madness talk.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to, transition right into that, man. Back to basketball. We're in the Sweet 16, guys. It's fun stuff. I called some upsets in the first round. I was happy about them. I called Loyola Chicago. I had Rutgers.
You called Rutgers on the show.
I called Rutgers on the show. I, just played it very well first 2 rounds. Let's hope we can continue that, hotness right now. And I'm going to try and look up all the teams right now, but I know we've got Gonzaga, Baylor, Michigan, all 3 out of 4 number 1 seeds. Obviously, Illinois got beat, and so they're out, which is who I had winning. So that's unfortunate. Right. But outside of that, you've got, the Loyola Chicago, you've got Florida State, you've got Alabama. Trying to think of who else. Oral Roberts is in it. You've got UCLA's in it, Oregon, USC. USC a lot of Pac-12 teams. A lot of Pac-12 teams. USC does look really good.
I think didn't I tell you last time I was going to root for the Pac-12 to go all the way because my Sun Devils. I want someone.
It worried me, bro. It worried me so much because we had to play freaking Colorado. We're having to play Colorado, and like up to that point, all the Pac-12 teams are defeated. Colorado just shot almost like 70% from 3-point range in their first game. So I'm like, fuck shit. Like, we're so screwed. And then like we just dirtied it up, played good defense, and that was fun, man. It was, it picked up in the second half. Thank God. Polite went off for a career high, so that was fun. Right. Alabama's hot from 3, just couldn't miss, hit 16 threes, so we won the Sweet 16. Gonzaga was Gonzaga. Michigan was good, even without Livers.
Connie, why do you hate college basketball so much?
I don't know. I've never seen him dog on a sport until college basketball. Like,
I literally, right before the tournament started, I saw a tweet from him that said, "Oh, great! Now all the content's going to be March Madness for the next month."
Yeah, it's the best time of the year.
Like, even if you don't like college, like, I feel like March Madness is still fun. You tell me you're not getting a kick out of Oral Roberts and shit. Like, I think that's not just the name, but the run. It's phenomenal. I don't know, man. I think it's been honestly, I think it's been the most exciting March Madness and the most unpredictable March Madness of all time.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch, but I mean, no, it's fun, which is surprising. It's surprising at all of this. We've had the highest. Shut up, Cody.
He's such a hater.
I'm such a college person that I still keep up with pros. You could at least keep up with college and not do that. Like, fuck off. Whatever.
That's 2 shows in a row that we told Connie to fuck off, but we still love you to death.
Yeah, whatever. You can say you do. I'm not so sure on that anymore. I don't know.
You apologized last time for being a bad influence. I didn't remember.
I do remember that. But Sweet 16, we have Gonzaga going against Creighton. Nobody believed in Creighton. Gonzaga, I think moves on there. Who do you like there? You like Gonzaga too?
Got to be Gonzaga. I wasn't very confident in Creighton's run to date so far. Each time I thought they were going to lose.
Yeah, I thought they were going to lose too. They're kind of powering through, but I expect that to happen at this point. I don't know, because Gonzaga always loses at a point we don't expect them to, so it might happen, but I think they move on ultimately. Next one, I'm excited to watch this game, Oregon USC. I am really excited to watch that. I've got USC winning that though.
I got USC too, baby. Fight on. Let's go down the road.
Mobley is dirty, bro.
They're unreal.
He is so good.
They move the ball fast.
Very quick. Up and down the floor, it looks good. Down there in the East, we got Michigan and Florida State. I obviously have got my Noles. I just think, without Livers, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Michigan to do it up against, a great defense. Florida State is now top 30 in defense after their past 2 games. So that's what Leonard Hamilton's going to do. And, Florida State's got kind of a storyline. Leonard Hamilton, fell off the bus or whatever and tore his Achilles. So now he's in a boot and they weren't playing good. And they've just got all these guys that aren't like the best, but like they're good. And
you think it's the underdog tag. I'm going to go with Florida State too. I'm going to go with Florida State too. I think Michigan's going to have a lot of great years to come. They're going to win a championship, if not multiple championships under Coach Howard. But I just do not think this is the year. I'm going to go with the Noles.
It's cool. There's a cool storyline going on between coaches too. So Juwan Howard played for the Wizards when Leonard Hamilton was an assistant coach there.
Cool.
So pretty cool little tie, just for the 1 year that, Juwan Howard was there and Leonard was there. So pretty cool little tie if you guys pay attention to those. After that, we got UCLA going against Bama. UCLA's had a good run. They look good, but Bama.
Yeah.
Bama, man, they scare me. The way they can shoot threes, and just light it up at any moment, and that's what it takes in the NCAA tournament. I mentioned it last week. Guard play is very big. So your thoughts? Who do you got?
I'm going with you. I'm going the same thing. We're our identical picks so far. But you'll see it'll get interesting in a second.
All right, we'll go to the top. South, Baylor and Villanova. I got Baylor winning that one. Pretty sure.
I got Baylor too. Yeah, Nova is not the strongest team. I didn't think they were going to make it this far. If I'm being real with you.
Yeah, you can't ever just push to the side their head coach. And Wright, he's a really great head coach, and
Jay Wright,
so you never know. Yeah, Jay Wright. So you never know, but Baylor is a squad this year. They're starting to round into form again like they did before their COVID pause. When they came off that COVID pause, they sucked. So
they could shoot the ball right. I think they could shoot the ball right next to Alabama.
There's three teams that can shoot like that right now. And Baylor's one, Alabama's the other, and this next team we're about to talk about is the third, in my opinion. That's Arkansas. Facing Oral Roberts. And I think this is where Oral Roberts' luck runs out, but I have a feeling you're going to ride with Oral here.
Oral, baby. You get on your knees, guys. I'm unzipping the pants, and we're going Oral, baby, all the way. No, we're probably not going all the way, but we're winning this one. I think this matchup, they're still going to win. They're a really good team. Matchup nightmare with a couple of those players on that team. O'Banner's really good. I really like him. I think he's going to carve out a decent role in the NBA. But Oral, baby, give it to me, and give it to me deep, Caleb. We're going deep this run. Give me Oral. Was that too many Oral jokes? But how much time will I have to make Oral jokes? Like, I don't know how long they're going to stick around the tournament. So
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, sorry, I got choked up.
Oh shit! From the Oral. We're done.
No, we're done. I'm gonna keep it moving here. Number 8, Loyola Chicago versus 12 Oregon State. So another matchup in the Sweet 16. A lot of people didn't necessarily see coming. I've got Loyola Chicago looks really good right now. They look like good defensively. They look good offensively. They're able to get the ball down, go to the post. They're able to kick it out. Guys on the outside are able to get out and run, make shots off of stolen balls. I just think they've put it together. And Loyola is just one of those teams. Their head coach has been there for 10 years. So he made a Final Four run, how many years ago?
2 years ago? I think it was
3 years ago, something like that. And so it could possibly happen again. Krutwig's a beast. I don't know what else to say about them. They're good.
Give me the Beavers, baby.
Give me the
Beavers.
I was going to say Oregon State just can't miss.
They aren't losing. They cannot lose right now. They are playing really well. And it's, of course, Pac-12 bias for me. I want to see them succeed. But again, what kind of better matchup could they have seen at this point in the tournament than Loyola Chicago? And that's not a hit on Loyola Chicago, but they're playing an 8 seed right now. This deep into the tournament, if they had
Loyola
to,
should be 8 seed, though. They should.
I agree with you. But what would have been the easier option than Loyola Chicago? Most of the other teams they would have expected to face in this round would have been a much higher seed than that. But Loyola Chicago, like you mentioned, experience. Their defense is so good. They're such a good defensive unit. So they come together really, really well. And that big guy that has the mustache and looks like he shouldn't be playing basketball, but is just dominant. So it's crazy to see him playing the way he's playing too. But I got to give it to my Oregon State Beavers on this one. So we got 2 different ones. I'm going Oral and Oregon State so far. Yeah.
All right, and then the last one here, we have number 11 Syracuse going up against number 2 Houston. Buddy Boeheim. Is that all I gotta say? I'm not taking Syracuse to win this game.
I was gonna say, are you taking
Buddy Boeheim? He's gonna at least drop 30. I mean, this kid's gonna at least drop 30 in this game. It's crazy that he's his son's coach and he's that good, but I mean, kid's legit. They've made a little run that. I'll tell you that zone defense that they play is very, 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 very hard to break. It's just one of the things Syracuse is known for is that zone defense. And when you're going up against it on short rest or don't have time to prepare for that zone defense, you have to go around and play them the next day. there's no chance you're gonna have a shot at that game. So the fact that Houston has time to prepare for this game and prepare for that zone, I think Houston ultimately wins it.
I think Houston wins it too. I think they're a really good team, and I think Syracuse has had a really good run. But if Buddy Boeheim doesn't play well either, I don't think his team is very good at all. So
oh no, they're trash if Buddy Boeheim doesn't score 30. So
I think it's Buddy and the boys. So I'm going
Buddy,
Buddy and the boys. Buddy and the Jets. That's it, dude. So it's gonna be Houston. I think this is one of the higher seeds that I think continues to move on in the tournament. So I like that we had a couple of different opinions there on a few ones, but I think we're in agreement for the majority. I think there was 2 that we disagreed on.
Yeah, I was surprised we didn't have more, but I mean, there is only 8 games. So I mean, it is what it is. You know, I think we both have good picks. It's gonna be fun to watch. I can't complain. And if you guys are watching, and I know I gambled on pretty much every single game in the first round, in the second round, and I'm gonna do it in the Sweet 16. If you guys are doing the same thing, head over to mybookie.ag and use code USN100. And you will get double your first deposit. You have to minimally deposit, I think, $45-$50, but you double that. So you throw in, say, $100, you get $100 of free play from MyBookie to put on whatever you want to, man. It's the best thing. Head over to mybookie.ag, use code USN100, and go put some money in there. Make your money, get some money. I mean, the underdogs were a huge play early on. It was fun to watch, but now we got to do a little bit more deeper dive here instead of, you got to reset real quick and, re-examine what's going on, what type of storylines we're looking at. It's going to get tougher as we go, but I believe in y'all. Y'all are watching the show. So y'all are here and I'm here. I'm alive. I'm doing well.
Making money. Caleb's up. So, I mean, it's not having the greatest day.
I'm not going to lie.
Hot.
Yeah, I've been hot. Like I was kind of humble about that, so I apologize. I should have just been like, yeah, I'm fucking hot right now. Like, I don't even want to say numbers. I can't.
You gotta own it. You gotta own it. You gotta own it.
But boy, your boy's been hot lately, and I've been kind of keeping it low because I just don't want to throw the bad juju off or something like that. But yeah, y'all listen on here, then you get your picks. This is where I start make some picks.
Absolutely, especially March Madness is his wheelhouse right here. He's killing it with that, and you can see they got the bracket competitions as well, sportsbook, live betting, the bracket competitions, all that stuff. So you can see the plenty of options that MyBookie gives you. So again, use code USN100 for 100% sign up. Cool.
With that being said, man, let's dig into something that's a little sadder today in the basketball world, or not today.
I believe it was yesterday.
A couple of days ago. Elgin Baylor, legend for the LA Lakers, died. The 22nd, so it was 2 days ago. Just 86 years young, man. He wasn't too old for me to believe, especially when you stay in that shape and everything, you should be good to live a long life. But 86 years old, one of the greats, the greatest ever. I mean, he's one of only a
LA
few
legend,
people
man.
Like 70 points or something crazy like that. He's a legend of basketball. So, just send our condolences to that family over there with the Baylors, and hope everything goes well. I'm sure he passed away pretty smoothly, and
hope so.
Probably the best way you want it to happen for him. So what a legend, man. I don't know what else to say about him.
Living in Los Angeles, that man is huge in Los Angeles. Does not matter how old he is. He spent his entire career with the Lakers, had so much success with the Lakers. He averaged 27.4 points a game, 13.5 rebounds, 4.3 assists. That is godly numbers. So culturally influential in Los Angeles. So rest in peace to an absolute legend, like Caleb said. Sucks to see the really great ones go. So really tough. So we're going to move on to a little bit of a showtime, as we like to call it. Talk a little bit of shows, movies, cinema, all types of stuff, and we got some of the Kraken over there. So it's a spice.
Take a shot.
Kraken. So we have Disney Plus. We were just talking about in the last episode. We were talking about streaming services. We were talking about which one is your favorite. Obviously, Disney Plus was on there a lot to do with recency bias, since it's had so many great, cheers, my friend, so many great shows that are on there. WandaVision, we are about to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which had the first episode. You can rewatch Star Wars. You can do so many awesome things on Disney Plus. They're smart. They are raising the price just a little bit. If they're going to give you more, they're going to ask for a little bit more. So they're going to raise it up to $1 more a month. $7.99 is the subscription price. Not too bad. It's not going to break the bank. And an extra $10 for the annual subscription. So $79.99 would be about $80 for Disney Plus for the annual subscription, an extra $10. If you're going to ask me and ask Caleb, and probably even more so Caleb than me, there's so much on there. I think that extra $10 is probably worth it for you. But it's been A1, especially in 2021 for me. Mandalorian, before that, I wasn't able to watch that yet, but people were going crazy over that. It seems like since it's really blown up, they can't miss.
They're not missing. They're absolutely crushing the game with the directors,
Right.
the producers that they put in charge of these shows. Not only that, but the movies they make. I think they should probably even up the price even more, just based off of the fact there's such a nostalgia. There is such a nostalgia right now around just like everything that's like nerdy. I don't know why, but like
comics and
everybody's like a nerd.
Stuff,
everybody's like a nerd right now. I guess we're hitting that age or whatever. Like if y'all are listening, I'm sure. But I mean, I feel like everybody's like that. Like this shit is just so good, you can't help pay attention to it. Whether that's like Star Wars and The Mandalorian, like you were mentioning, and all those movies, because they've got them all. And you can go back, watch them in order. And same thing with what they've got going on with Marvel. We've talked about this numerous times, but I think they should. I mean, they could up it even more, and I'd still pay for it.
I'd still pay for it too.
100%. Like there's no question behind it. I mean, you haven't even paid up like that close of attention up to this point.
I'm not even a comic guy,
and now you're just like,
I'm in.
Like I'm obsessed with it. Like, I can't get enough. And so I mean that'll lead us right into it, man.
We got Black Widow right here and Cruella. Both will premiere on Disney Plus and theaters. There's another one.
Okay, let's do that. We're doing that one first. Okay, cool. I like that. That's cool. But tell me this: would you rather go watch it in the theater or watch it on Disney Plus?
I mean, good question. I think we had a debate kind of like this a few episodes ago about do you want to go to a movie or not. I think with me getting double vaccinated, I think it's more of a conversation now than it might have been before. With that being said, I still personally would rather do it on my own, have the people that I haven't been able to hang out with for so long, friends, family, with me, if it felt safe enough, if they were double vaxxed, if it was things like that, where we can all have, if that was watch parties and stuff at home and smoke and drink and be able to pause, talk a little bit if you need to, instead of like in a dark room, not being able to talk. Like for me, I think the lack of social situations beyond work and things like that has been the worst. So that's what I'm craving the most. And I think movie is like way at the bottom of the line for me because of the fact that there is no socializing during the movie. I've never been a big movie guy. I know Dustin's watching. He's going to have a fucking aneurysm because he's like the biggest movie nut of all time. But like, I've never just been the biggest fan. I'm not the biggest car guy. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm focused in on certain things. But for me, I like the comfort of my own place or going over to a buddy's place or something like that instead of now a movie. If anything, watching a sport at a bar compared to home, I think that's more of a conversation because the social aspect is there. But putting me into an enclosed space with a bunch of fucking people that I don't know and not being able to talk to anyone to watch the movie on a bigger screen, to me, doesn't give me the appeal. Exactly. But I get it where people love that vibe. They thrive off going to the movie and getting the popcorn and getting the ticket and going to the movie theater. So I understand the want to go do that again. But for me personally, I just guess going to a movie is last on my list for things that I want to do again because of how tightly enclosed it is and the fact that you can't talk to anybody.
I mean, either way, we're gonna watch these. Like, I probably won't go to the theaters. I'll probably watch them on Disney Plus too.
But exactly, you see how now they're giving you the choice.
Yeah,
Either one.
it's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice to be able to have because I could just chill, watch it. Like it's cool.
Right.
Like, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This first episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier is a lot to take in. It was
I
longer,
loved
so
it.
it was great. I'm not gonna lie. So that's why I started. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not gonna lie. I got really fucking stoned for the first episode. I was so high, and I tried to watch it, and I don't even know. Like I didn't
You got
retain.
lost.
Any,
You
I
got
didn't retain.
lost.
I didn't retain
It all
anything.
just went right over Caleb's head.
I didn't retain a goddamn thing, man. Like not one thing. I like went back and watched like their recap or whatever they do, on YouTube. It was just like, okay, I remember that happening, but like I didn't put all of this together. Like I was too stoned to be watching it at that time. So I've been meaning to rewatch it. So I apologize to all the fans out there for falling short of my quota for this episode.
But I thought it was great because I was high, but I did retain it. And I watched it with Christian too, which is always a fun one because he is my top nerd besides you. So he's able to give me all the insight and give me everything that I need, that if it goes over my head or I don't know who an extra character is, he can let me know if it's someone that's important that I'm missing or a new random character that he also doesn't know who it is.
It's
so I thought it was great.
Because this sorry, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched yet, just mute or whatever right now. Keep the screen on.
It's been like a week.
Yeah, you might have
if you haven't
watched
it. Go watch, but we're gonna talk about
the guy at the end who shows up in the Captain America suit, apparently he becomes like violent and like not Captain America. So we're kind of gonna see what happens with that and see how they get, the suit back and who gets it, whether it's Bucky or Falcon. We'll see. But I don't know. There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of speculation that it's gonna be Bucky, and that's kind of what I was trying to get to. Like, what do you think? Have you heard that? A lot of speculation that it's gonna be Bucky.
We're on Team Bucky.
Yeah, I mean, I like Bucky, but Falcon's good too. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about either. But he's kind of more established in his role, I feel like, than Bucky is. So it's a good way to.
I would rather have Bucky elevated and keep Falcon as the cool character that he is, than have Falcon elevated and have Bucky still like.
Bro, by the way, how cool is that red? What does he call it? The red thing on his back, red hawk, whatever. Dude, he's got like a telepathic like connection whenever he like it just like.
Right.
That's pretty nuts, dude. I was like, whoa, that was pretty wild. Like early, like
when it jumped off his back and started like attacking shit, he was like, "Yeah, go do some crazy shit." He like talked to it. He was like, and like it was like, "Bet, cool, I'm gonna go fucking kill this thing." It was crazy. I agree. So Marvel, some news. Their first gay superhero, Captain America. I didn't see this personally. Where did they announce this? Did you see this?
I just saw it on Twitter, I think, one day, or I think I went on Complex today and I saw it too. I just kind of try and keep up with things, keep tabs and whatever. But like I'm on Twitter a lot, so I pay attention to like what's going on, and I thought I saw it like trending. I was like.
That's
like,
cool.
did I see that right? No. I was like, did I see that right? I just didn't expect it to happen, and I was like, well, that's kind of cool. They're doing I guess an animated series about it.
I was going to say, one thing I can say is that even with superheroes and fictional characters, more times than not, there's a love story or some sort of narrative where it's something beyond just what they do as a job or a superpower or something like that. So usually there is a love interest. So that's awesome. Make it a same-sex love interest or any of those things. If we've already seen these, a WandaVision who had babies in this and is in love with Vision, like I know it's not exactly like that, but who cares if it's? I think they should be able to do this for anything, and they're going to continue to probably bring it in more and more with different subjects that need more of a light shined upon it. And I wouldn't be surprised to see more powerful characters being described like this now, showing more of a light on their personal life instead of just that, because of the fact that they're such a powerful individual in the light of kids and things like that. I think it'd be a great thing to see that as role models, for them to grow up with, even though they're fictional characters, especially as kids. I know for us, you said we're all nerding out, but for kids, these are real life superheroes to them growing up. So I think that's
Yeah,
great.
I mean it's cool. I love it a lot. I've actually got family members that are in the LGBTQ community. So I'm pumped for it because they get to see it from, their side of things, and I get to see it from their side of things, and that's exciting. Like I can see it. I'm excited to, just dive deeper into it, see what it's about. I'm sure it's going to be great, like everything else that comes out of that sphere of the world. It's exciting because there's kids out there like that, and like they don't really have a voice. Now they're starting to have a voice, so it's fun to be able to see that happening for them. I'm excited to watch it, and there's a lot going on when it comes to the Marvel universe and all the superheroes, so it's exciting.
I agree. And away from Marvel, DC, all that stuff, we're going into a new Netflix series on the historic serial killer, notorious serial killer, we'll call Jeffrey Dahmer. The series, the monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, played by Evan Peters. I love Evan Peters.
Dude, I was just gonna say Evan Peters. Evan Peters is one of the greatest actors. I mean, if you haven't
when I
seen
saw him on American Horror Story,
yes,
I said, this guy is phenomenal. He's such a good actor. I love him. He's like the Michael Sarah of intense shit. Where he's kind of awkward. Yeah, he's kind of awkward, but like you love it.
Just freaky, like weird, but perfect for the role. Like I don't know.
Absolutely.
So I'm expecting big things from this because Evan Peters is associated with it, and that alone got me excited when I saw that. But the fact that it's about Jeffrey Dahmer, I was like, dude, he is gonna absolutely crush that role, and like he'll probably get a lot of backlash from it. I'm sure, like Zac Efron did. Like, well, Zac Efron got crushed for the Ted Bundy Netflix.
I think it's a little different. I think Zac Efron is a different kind of actor where maybe
he did good in there. So he did good.
No, I'm sure it was a lot of his fans and things like that too, where it would just, but with Evan Peters, this is the perfect role for him. So I think
it makes sense for what he does. So he might not catch as much. So I can understand that. I see that too. But dude, that's awesome. I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be. I'm gonna be like, shit, let's go.
We're gonna get super high for it.
I'm gonna get so stoked for that. I'd be like freaked out myself. I have to like turn the light on, like the surface light on my microwave.
And speaking of Netflix, I don't have this on here. And we talked about it a little bit last week with Last Chance U basketball before we move on to that one. But I've watched 4 episodes of it now, and I'm not gonna do any spoilers. But I am here to tell you, Last Chance U does not miss. You need to tune into this stuff. It's East Los Angeles based. I am loving this season. The coach is good.
I finished it in one night. In one night. When I got back from that golf tournament on Sunday, I watched the whole thing from like episode 3 to 10 and just crushed it.
So good.
It's sad because like a lot of people know the ending. Like I knew the ending like when I started it. I just like when they filmed this, it's probably like they were talking about like what time it was in the year. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like I know it's gonna happen. But I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but you can kind of guess off of that because if you've been watching it, that it's that time. And but other than that, my God. What a great documentary of these kids, these guys, this head coach. What a head coach, man. I can't say enough about him. I mean, he's off the wall crazy, but he's just a very God-stricken man.
He keeps it real. Keeps it 100.
He keeps it so real with him too. And he's like, hey, fuck it. Like, he's like, I'm gonna let him cool off. Like I'm just gonna like whatever. I'm like a lot of people ain't gonna do that. A lot of coaches are gonna go be like, get your ass back out of here, bro. Or fuck off, get on my. I think he's like,
but that's the whole point of Last Chance U. So he's the perfect person for it, and he's the type of coach that could go D1 if he really wanted to, even at a smaller level. But he wants to be there. There's
probably gonna come a point to where it like he's gonna reach that point where he has to, and he has no other choice but to take a D1 job because he's just getting inquiries because it's just going to keep happening. I mean,
You got to make the
he's
best move for your family.
and he's all about length, and the way he looks at the game is just different. I like Leonard Hamilton esque, not nearly as close to Leonard Hamilton, but you look at the player, the type of player you have putting together an offense. He's pretty good at it. These kids are good. A lot of them went on the D1 schools. I won't tell you which ones, but a decent amount of them went on the D1 schools. I mean, that's their thing. Last chance you, so that's going to happen. But it's an awesome experience to go through, and the head coach is awesome. He's an amazing person too.
No, I couldn't recommend it more, and I think we're both on the same exact page with that one there. So, moving off our Showtime stuff here and onto pretty frustrating topic, to be 100% honest. The Colorado shootings, and there's another one now, and it's just absolutely pathetic because I feel like every single week we have to report on deaths and shootings. I hate that they've become, I don't want to say normalized, but consistent. And it's so fucking pathetic to see this, and there's no excuse for it. And we talked about this on literally the last episode, how it's not the gun itself, it's the person behind the gun. And it doesn't mean that all gun owners are bad people and we need to make them illegal and ban them. I'm not a gun guy. It's not me, but I can, like I said with Caleb last show, it would be ignorant to just generalize a whole public that has guns for certain reason and might be for good reasons that aren't the reasons that other people believe in. But you're going to give it to mentally unstable people with ulterior motives and just terrible people. And the fact that they have such easy access to this, and I don't have an answer for it. I'm not here to push some agenda. It's just so fucking frustrating.
I think that's the craziest part is that like after these things happen, all this information comes out about them. Like, oh, they were trying to go to Syria like before COVID hit. They weren't able to because COVID hit. And then they have ties to this organization. There's ties to this type of mental health issue where they've been like putting hate shit out there on whether it's social media or just what people know about them, and that all comes out after the fact. But why can't we screen for people getting guns of that shit? Like, it can't be hard. Why don't we have 2 contacts? You gotta call 2 people. 2 people.
I'll not just that either. I know the one last week, what I read was that he got the guns that he used day of. So I know when someone's going through a psychiatric moment or just a breakdown, whatever, I'm not giving anyone an excuse, but why not make them wait a week? Why not make them wait? If you're getting guns for the right reason,
if you do it the
a
right
week or 2 is not a big deal. But if you're going crazy that day,
most gun shops, a specific amount of time. Like if they do it the right way, whether that's like a couple days, like that's fine. But like we got to get the paperwork, sorted through and everything like that. That's
more than that. Though. I think it's more than just like how long does it?
No, but I know I'm not trying to make an excuse. I'm just saying like that's the process they go through. Like if you're a good gun shop, that's what you do. A lot of these gun shops don't care because it's money in their pocket.
Right.
Like. And that's a problem.
But at the end, it's like an industry standard where it's like a 2-week waiting period. I don't think that's a big deal for you to say. No, I need a new gun. Either. I need a new gun. I need it for hunting. I'm going to get it 2 weeks in advance. I don't think that's a big deal. But for someone that's going through a breakdown right then and walks into, even if it's a lower level store, if this is just a law that no matter what, you have to wait 2 weeks and then return separately or whatever that may be, I feel like maybe at that point you slowed that person down that I just had that urge to go do something.
I'm just thinking of crazy, thinking of like, yeah, I mean, that's a great way too. I'm just thinking, preface that, like, stop it before they even get to that point. Like, have 2 contacts you got to reach out to. Like, it's like, sure, you're owning a house. You got to get, confirmation that this people, or you're getting a car. You have to call insurance. You have to call all these other places to get confirmation and be able to prevent that. It shouldn't
be easy to get a gun.
It shouldn't be. No, I mean, it should be getting like a job. I mean, they're deadly weapons. Like, we understand that. Like, everybody understands that they're used for self-defense and hunting purposes is what they were originally. And then
that's really the only two logical uses.
Obviously for war, for those purposes, because you got to advance technology and be able to have outnumber the other ones, whatever. 3 reasons. That's it. There is no other reason you need a gun other than that. Like, and that's the problem, is that there's people getting there out there with ulterior motives that just want to go out and, you know, cause a ruckus, or they have problems or things of that nature. There's got to be ways to be able to stop that. You know, there's got to be, like, just like I'm saying, like, put down 2 contacts. You have to call both of those contacts for them to be able to get it.
Psychiatric test, contacts, 2-week waiting period.
I'm just saying, anybody who walks in and get the gun, put down 2 contacts. We have to call those 2 contacts, make sure it checks out. And like, yeah, I think people are going to try and bullshit that. Like, people are probably going to try.
You know how that is, bro. Like, how many people are going to go, getting a job? You know, you put your boy down sometimes if you're at a younger age, or you don't have all the references. And oh, hello, this is Jim Johnson. Yeah, he's quite the stand-up guy, and you should totally sell him a gun. I just feel like that could be fucked around. So I feel like having that could be a good thing. A waiting period, again, will maybe stop someone in a psychiatric breakdown right then and there, where they would have to think
there's
about
multiple things you can put into play.
A test, a mental test. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I feel like there should be like a full fucking thing. And if you're a normal person that wants a gun for protection or hunting, this process should just be a breeze. Because you're a normal person that should be mentally fine, and you have normal contacts, and you're getting it for a good reason. But if you're not a good person like that, maybe you stop it.
You're gonna be like, why can't I get it quicker?
And right there, you're like, this is fishy. Yeah, maybe we report this. Exactly. Maybe there's stopping a few of them, because it's not like, wow, this is the second shooting we've seen in the last decade. This is the second shooting we've seen in the last 2 weeks. And we go back the last decade. Fuck, man, I can't even tell you a number off the top of my head how many we can pull up, varying in size and across the entire country, specifically the United States, who has a problem with it. So, you know, just
I don't know why it's a fucking problem, but it needs to fucking stop. I mean, there was almost one in Atlanta, at a grocery store today, and
it needs to fucking stop.
Package there now, like, just fucking quit, like this is what's going to cause people to carry guns on them. This is why people carry guns on them now. Like, that's why, because nobody feels safe going anywhere. They need to be able to protect themselves no matter where they're at. Like, that's what it's led up to because of the society that we live in nowadays. It's like, at some point, you got to be, we're people. We're all fucking people. Like, there's no sense in choosing a side at some point or anything else. Like, we're all people. We're all here on Earth. Most of us are respectful of each other, you know, and you just try and make that connection as a person, and hopefully, you know, that's not going to happen. But it's just so hard nowadays, because there's so many problems with people. There's so many issues going on.
I know. It's just, I feel like there's so many problems, but there's so many resources. There's so many resources to get help.
There are so many resources too. So, I mean, it's hard to make excuses, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but it's just like,
I know
some of these people are just, they get it, but like they get it enough to get by, and people don't want to freak out about it because they're different
until it's too late.
Right. And then it's too late, and these things happen, and then now we're all upset, and like, we just keep in touch with your people. Just keep in touch with your people. Like, just be there for them. Like, if you're there, you're knowledgeable about your people. You know what they're going through. Just be there for them. I mean, we express this every show, but it's what happens now. You know, in our daily lives, some shit like this happens in a big city, and you live out in LA, it's a big city. Tallahassee's not as big, but it's still the capital, so, you know, shit could pop off at any moment. You never know. So just be grateful, reach out to people, let them know that you're listening, and you're going to be able to change somebody's lives just by doing that. So you know, sometimes it's not, they can't help it, and they'll say that after the fact, or they won't remember what they did. You know, there's people who just black out and, you know, black back in because they don't want to remember it. And so you just got to be able to, you know, help them through that, remember things of that nature, and, you know, not let them get to that point, because some people do. You know, there could be somebody one day that you're like, I thought this was completely fine. And I mean, you either have them do something crazy like that or end up dead. You know, I lost somebody who I knew in my fraternity a few days ago. Came out, and I finally No, I wasn't necessarily like close with him, but I
Oh,
mean, he was 2 years older than me, but he was one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. Loved him to death just because he was a good guy. You could tell like he just meant well. Um, I don't want to, share a story or anything, but there was some fentanyl poisoning, something laced with fentanyl, and the fentanyl killed him. And it's a sad story to tell. I wish nothing but the
it's a
best to him and his family.
it's a common story. So you got to be careful out there, guys.
It's
Like,
there's big things. There's big things going on with fentanyl right now because fentanyl is being shipped in whatever, and it's being laced and put in all kinds of shit. So watch out for that shit. There's a bunch of shit going on in California. I know you probably know about that.
mm,
There's stuff going on East Coast here as well. Jacksonville's got a big problem with it. So just be careful if you are doing those things. But I mean, just check in on your people. It helps. It helps a lot more than taking that pill that could possibly do that or anything. But it's what it's about. Just human interaction. We need to get back to that.
for sure. Couldn't have said it better myself. We're all humans here, and don't bully people from an early age too. Accept everybody, and everyone's different. But I feel like if people aren't ridiculed, and certain people that are mentally there and crack at some point, just show them love. Everybody should just be able to extend a helping hand to one another, and maybe we might be able to prevent some of these people that are so hateful, and everyone can start to go on a better path to unity. So I think that's really the best way we both can put it there.
Sure.
Um,
We'll move on from the not so sad parts of this show into a little bit more of a happy streak here.
this
And
one's still this one's still
I
not,
don't know if it's happy,
still not
but
the
I mean,
happiest yet.
it's a little more interesting for the people. Angelina Jolie is accusing Brad Pitt of domestic violence. Says she has proof. I'm very curious as to what proof this is. All I can think of for domestic violence with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt is from Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and I'm like, that was kind of hot. So like,
You're so stupid.
is that the proof you got? It's like some Mr. and Mrs. Smith shit. Like y'all are just fucking about to kill each other and then just doing it up on the wall, just like all the way. Like cool. Like y'all are both bleeding everywhere. Like that's fine. Like that's cool. Like if that's that. But like Brad Pitt, he refuses everything. He's kind of like upset at the fact that she's making these claims that he was, domestically violent towards her. So let's see what occurs. It could just be tabloids or rumors or whatever, but I think my mind just immediately shot to Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and I was like, oh shit,
You're so
like,
dumb.
I gotta talk about that.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, for me, obviously, it's a really bad thing to be involved with. So for Brad Pitt, it's not a great look right now, one way or the other.
It's
And
not a
if
great look. It's not.
so,
I know
yeah,
I found it funny in a way. So I,
it's just it's definitely a tough subject there. But who knows? Like you mentioned, it doesn't. We don't know the validity of it, or it's really just right now could just be a tabloid. So we'll see how far that one goes.
Yeah, and we'll keep it going. So David Dobrik released his second apology video amid sexual assault and misconduct allegations involving the Vlog Squad. Excuse me. I don't know much about this. I don't even know who David Dobrik is.
Cool.
I'm gonna let you just run with this one, Perry, because you're gonna make me gain some knowledge here. I'm excited.
This isn't great. So I saw this video. So he's like a YouTuber. You could call him comedian, whatever you want to call these guys nowadays. But he's a YouTuber with a group of guys and lads that mainly men that they're the Vlog Squad or whatever. I'm not very familiar with their work, but I did look into the topic a little bit when I found this, and there was apparently I don't want to say exactly if it was sexual assault or rape, something along those lines. And pretty much at first he was saying, oh, I had really no knowledge of it or whatever, like I'm sorry kind of thing. And this was on his like second YouTube, something like that. But then videos surfaced of them like walking down the stairs and like actually popping into the room and like making jokes about it and things like this. So it looked really bad. And I don't know how this guy can continue his career after this. Although it wasn't him, he wasn't the guy that did it. It was definitely somewhat showcased, and obviously they were all a part of it, you know, although they weren't in that a specific room, they all knew what was going on. And there was like a creepy comment made, which called the guy Dom before they went down to the room, like after some master negotiating and blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, who has to negotiate sex? Like, this isn't like a negotiation kind of thing. Like, that means that you're really creepy and kind of trying to get into a situation that maybe isn't completely consensual. And I'm just not sure. It was definitely a very weird kind of story to read up on, definitely worth reporting on. And I saw him have a second apology, which was pretty much in tears. And it seemed genuine when you watched it, but then I saw this other video and it was just like, I don't know, man.
I mean, he could be sorry, but he's probably just sorry he got caught, you know?
Right. And again, it wasn't him. It was this guy, Dom.
Right. And I mean, it's shitty. Welcome to the shit list. Like,
bad luck.
You're right there. Are you agreeance with the shit list ad?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
we need to start keeping track of this. We need to start keeping track of it.
Like, when there's smoke, there's fire.
Every single time.
I saw the fucking video of they're like creeping in the fucking room and shit and making these comments like, "Oh my god, look at that!" And it's just, I don't know, like, super weird, weird.
Shit list, you go.
Kylie Jenner slammed for asking fans to support GoFundMe for hospitalized makeup artists. What do you think about this one?
I think it's kind of funny. I mean, it's funny. Like, it's like she was just helping a friend out. Like, she probably donated herself. Like, probably don't know the amount of money that she probably donated. She was just sharing it, and everybody's just hopping all over her dick about it.
Like, why don't you help her?
Yeah, it's like, well, I am helping her. Like, I mean, I think it's a him, maybe. I think it might be a guy. I'm not sure. But I mean, still, I think it's pretty funny that she's getting slammed on. Like, I guarantee you, she probably gave money to it and not just shared it. You know, you don't share something and not give money to it. Right. So, like, as a normal person, that's what you do. So I mean, whatever.
So we have now the fun part of our show, like we mentioned. But before we get into some more topics, I want to remind you that you can go support us at patreon.com/unwrapsports. Multiple tiers. If you're feeling generous, $1 a month because you love us and you want to see us succeed, hit us with that. The perks start at the $5 and $10 tiers there. You get 10% off of our shop at teespring.com/store/unwrapped. Get a lot of cool apparel on there, a lot of different items that you can choose from. Access to our 24/7 Discord chat where we're giving out gambling picks all day, every day, winners. So come join us in there. It's been really fun. Have a great group. And you also get entered into a $10 Amazon card giveaway. For the $10 tier, 20% off that shop, like I mentioned, teespring.com/store/unwrapped. You also get entered into the Discord chat, Amazon card, and a memorabilia piece giveaway every single month. The first month it was Keenan Allen. This month it's David Montgomery. We cannot wait to give that away, and we're working on our third item that we're going to be getting shipped in ASAP as well. So we're going to be switching up sports, not football this time. So join us. $10 tier. We give you a lot of perks there. It's a lot of fun. So join us at patreon.com/unwrapsports.
This is not good, guys. This is not good.
What?
There's so much keef on this plate. So much keef.
You got that you dropped?
No, that is just on here. You
on the bowl? I thought you meant on the plate. I was like, you better stop.
You see all that in the corner right there?
Yes.
That's all keef, bro.
So,
y'all be ready because I'm gonna get high.
And I'm ready. And I think you need to be high for this topic. Here we go.
Hold on.
Is that shrimp in my cinnamon toast crunch box? Did we talk about this last week, Caleb? We talked about cereals. We talked about cereals.
We talked about cereals, but we didn't talk about this.
I know. I'm just saying. Who puffed on Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Was it me or was it you?
I think it was you.
I think
I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I think we both puffed. I think I on Lucky Charms.
No, because you said we've been on the same thing for 3 weeks.
No, we've been opposite the last 2 weeks.
Opposites. Yeah.
I said pass on Lucky Charms, and you said puff on Lucky Charms last week. But we
yes,
both
I did. I puffed on Lucky Charms.
So, that's what I'm saying. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch, we both.
Oh, it was our number one. It was our number one. It was our number one.
I don't think it is anymore. I'm not trying to get fucking shrimp tail in my.
Bro, I don't think it's shrimp. Crunch. I don't think it's a shrimp tail.
Bro, get the fuck out of here. That's a Cinnamon Toast Crunch shrimp right there. Look at that. Like, what are you talking about,
bro? It looks like it's just it just looks like it's like the built up sugar, like they said.
Dude, I do not know what you're talking about. I don't know what those pictures are, but this one's the best one. That's a fucking shrimp tail. Especially this top one right here. That one right there, you can even see the opening where the shrimp was. Dude, that is a shrimp tail that they said, let's just sprinkle that with some cinnamon and mark it off as Cinnamon Toast Crunch in this box.
Maybe they produce shrimp in the same factory.
How is there shrimp and Cinnamon Toast Crunch anywhere close to each other in the manufacturing process? I want to know how there's shellfish in a cereal factory. That is unreal. The amount of shellfish allergies that people have in the world too. Oh my God, this is about to set some fucking people off if this is actually a shrimp tail. And not just that, I saw the exchange on Twitter. It was pretty much they asked.
Do you know the guy's married to Topanga?
No, I didn't know that.
Topanga from
Boy Meets World. Wow. So it wasn't just some random person. So I think this, because that makes me even think this is more real, because before it was, okay, is this person trying to get, I don't want to say a settlement from Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but are they trying to get publicity and something like that? But this is someone that doesn't really need the money.
He's verified on Twitter.
Don't need the money. They don't need the money. Exactly. So at this point, he just doesn't like shrimp and didn't feel like having shrimp that morning. And when he poured that out, I'd be fucking pissed. So, and not just that. You know what they said on Twitter at first? It was something along the lines of like, let us know and we'll send like a replacement box. And I was like, who the fuck wants a replacement box now? Like, I just found shrimp in my thing and you're going to tell me you want to swap my box out? Like, I need to talk to your manager. Like, what kind of thing is this?
This is why your nickname is Perrin. I need to talk to a manager.
I'd be heated. I'd be like, you better send me fucking free Cinnamon Toast Crunch for the rest of my life with a shrimp free factory. Like, you have a separate factory for me. Like that, and I won't sue you for this. I won't fake this shellfish allergy that I have with my face swelling up and I can't breathe now, like, because of you guys. Like, you gotta milk it.
No, I mean,
like, that's
if it is, that's bad. But like, I don't.
That's your bag right there.
I don't know if we'll ever find out. So,
so
it was just like a hype thing for like a day or two. Yeah,
shrimp gate.
So fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like. I mean, it's cheap fucking cereal anyways. Like, is it really a surprise to anybody? Like, not really.
Yes, it is. Absolutely a surprise.
I don't think it's that big of a surprise, dude. Who knows? You don't know where half your fucking food comes. We don't know where we don't even know where most of our food comes from. So like take a guess.
If there was anything I hope wouldn't be in the same factory, it would be my dry goods for the things I eat with milk and seafood for any reason. I hope those two would be kept separate.
Yeah, baby. Dude, have you ever seen Mrs. Doubtfire?
Have I seen Mrs. Doubtfire? Mrs. Doubtfire is a legendary movie. That's one of Robin Williams' best movies.
Classic, and it's pretty raunchy, and it's only PG, but I think it was like made in the 90s, so like PG back then is probably PG. It's PG-13 now.
Yeah.
So it was a great movie. PG-13 is a great movie, but apparently they have like edits and cuts of it being not rated and just rated R. They've got like multiple cuts. They have an R version, which is cool, and they have a not rated version. Like you're not supposed to watch if you're not 17 years old or older. And so like that is people are clamoring that they like came out and said it, and like people are like, I need to see this now. I completely understand. I'm right there with them. Yeah. I want to see it. because I already thought the first one was great. Can you imagine if it's gonna be R-rated or like not rated at all? And
Well,
you get
they
to watch
said it was about the amount of times that he kind of just freestyled and just
yeah,
freeballed it right then and there.
because it's Robin
Yeah,
Williams. That's exactly what I'm expecting it to
right.
just be like cuts. Like they were like, we can't do this.
Yeah. I can't wait
And
to
now
see
they're
it be
just like
like, yo, dude,
we
stop.
just
We
have like
can't.
we just have like all these cuts of Robin Williams just being a complete fucking hilarious comedian and saying shit that you can't say in a movie. And
In 2021 too. Like that
yeah,
was back then. Now that would be
way
the I want to
he
see
was
it, but
way ahead, bro.
you'd
Way
have
ahead.
to release it on like the a dark web streaming service or something.
I
It
don't know.
couldn't be.
Netflix might do it. Netflix has fucking Dave Chappelle show.
Yeah, they had
Like
the Office. They had the Office
in
too. So I
Office
can
is
see them
good.
saying "fuck it." Yeah, I agree with you.
I think they would. Netflix would, but I
I
don't.
agree with you.
I got if they come out, I can't wait to fucking see them. I can't wait to fucking see them if that's the case, bro. Like I will watch immediately. That shit is so funny already. You imagine Robert Williams just not giving a fuck and just saying whatever he wants to, and you know,
Rest in peace to a fucking legend.
the best, one of the best, top 5 all time, guaranteed. You know, Robert Williams is up there. There's a couple. You know, we don't need to keep naming guys, but Leonardo DiCaprio's up there. Heath Ledger, he's one of those greats too.
I would say
Morgan,
just in regards to comedy too, like in his comedy scenes, he was one
Morgan
of the best
Freeman.
I've ever seen.
Morgan Freeman's a great actor. There's a lot of great actors.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm trying to think of sport, but fuck it. We'll move off that. don't need to keep thinking of actors while I'm stoned. Oh shit. So over 500 former Jeopardy contestants have signed a petition to remove Dr. Oz as the guest host for the show. First off, why did you ever choose Dr. Oz to be the
Dr.
host?
Oz is kind of a scumbag.
Yeah, he's kind of nobody likes Dr. Oz, but like all the like middle-aged moms, like they love Dr. Oz. Like that's
He pushes like really weird agendas. I'm not gonna get into them because
bro, he's kind of weird. Like
he's a whack job. He's a whack job, and obviously not the best host for a game show. Like I just don't see him with the personality that makes me want to tune into a game show either. And obviously stands
Why
for
would you? If I can't talk to like Joel Osteen, like I wouldn't want to talk to you. I
don't know.
Give
me
me Dr. Phil. Give me anybody else. Give me Maury.
I don't know. Make pump it up. Give me Mario Lopez, his tight ass. Put him out there. Let's go have some fun. Like who gives a shit, dude? Like give me John Stamos. Oh, John Stamos.
I want Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey.
I don't know. Steve Harvey's so funny. I feel like I like him.
I would just be like, holy fuck.
No, Steve Harvey's absolutely not the worst choice. Although he definitely is kind of a weird one when it comes to times. Like I remember that one pageant that he did. That one like Miss Universe was the worst thing of all time. When he announced the winner,
like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
He literally said, "Psych, it's you. You're a winner." And she said, "What?" Her whole world just crashed in front of her. Dude, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like, the one thing that they told you not to do was just don't say that the person that didn't win won. And then he was like, "Nah, fuck it. Like, I think it'll be more fun. Yeah, it'll be more fun."
Oh yeah, man. So not Dr. Oz is not it. Let's just say that Dr. Oz is not it.
Not at all. So is Movie Pass making a comeback?
Bro, did you ever have Movie Pass?
I actually didn't.
I didn't either, but I knew about it. Do you know about it?
Yeah, no, I knew about it too. But it's back now. It was, a subscription-based movie ticketing service. It's back now. It's on a monthly fee. So that shows that there's now that need for movies again, I guess. And I don't know. I just don't get how
Movie Pass before COVID was like the shit. Like you had to have Movie Pass. Like I didn't have it, but like all like my friends and shit had it, and like they loved it because you could go like all the time. You could go like 2-3 times a week if you wanted to, and you pay like $25 for like a month, and like that's a fucking deal.
That
So
brings
like,
us back to our conversation of, are you going back to the movie theater or not?
not yet, but I mean, if once the majority of everybody's vaccinated, I'm not gonna have a problem with it.
Yeah, are you going to go multiple times a week?
If everybody's vaccinated, fuck yeah.
I've just never been the biggest movie guy. I feel like everything gets released now,
But you
streaming
have
also.
you have to go though. Like you
I
have to
guess
go with a
like it's.
groupie, go with a group. Like just get super stoned. Like this is, I'm telling you, bro. This is the way to go.
I've
You
obviously
get
done it. I've
super.
lived a lot. I've lived a life. Like I've done it plenty of times. I'm just
You
saying,
get
there's so
super
many other things
high.
I miss more.
Yeah, but like, could you like you just sit there for a super great movie for like 2.5 hours and you're just stoned off your ass? Just eat edible.
If
Eat an
anything,
edible.
I think I went with my dad more usually
Eat an edible
because
before you go. I
we
swear,
didn't need to
dude.
talk.
You'll
Like we
just
would just sit
be.
there.
No, I mean, I used to do that when I was a kid. I used to go with my dad all the time, like to movies, like we would
Yeah.
watch things. But like, not only that, but like I would go when I was in college and shit. Like, fucking eat an edible, go fucking watch a 3 hour movie. It was awesome, dude. And I munched on popcorn, had like some snow caps next to me with like a large Mountain Dew.
We spent
I was,
$40 at the stand
yeah,
before
bro.
walking into your movie. Did
Yeah, and
everything.
tickets like 15 anyway.
It's a fucking $9 Coke and a $14 popcorn. You're saying
You
send
get the
it.
combo. You get the combo, the large
Said
combo.
you get a hot dog and a popcorn and a drink for $72. What do you mean? Like it's the best combo you can get.
It is. I mean, it's a great thing, and you're just stoned the whole movie, and you're just enjoying life, man. And you get the kickback seats that like recline. You get the feet
All right.
thing that come up, and you're
Yeah.
just like, all right, like I'm
It
good.
depends on what movie theater you go to. Some of the old school ones, you just sit your ass there and like the
Oh,
fucking
don't go to the old
plane
school one.
ride.
Go to the nice one with the reclining seats. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. I'm gonna show up with fucking sanitizing wipes and shit and like do it.
you're
A little
that guy,
bubble.
man.
A bubble. Nah, I'm on my second vaccine. We're good. We're good. So we got Jamie Foxx. I said Vax. That's so funny. Jamie Foxx to play Mike Tyson in the Martin Scorsese's produced limited series. Anything with Jamie Foxx is a
He's
hit
good.
for me.
He's good. He's good
He's
actor.
like a quadruple threat. He can sing. He's a comedian. He's an actor. He can dance. He can do it all. Jamie Foxx is just one of those studs in this world. So I feel like I've never seen something with him that I didn't enjoy.
No, yeah, I love Jamie Foxx. He's a good actor. I like him. He's not great, but he's good. He does
Martin
a lot of things
Scorsese
well.
too.
Yeah, and it's Martin Scorsese, which is a huge deal. If you guys don't know who Martin Scorsese is, please go look him up immediately because he's a great director. So this is going to be great, especially with Jamie Foxx playing Mike Tyson. It'll be interesting, how they do it up. I'm curious as to what direction they take it in, but I think it's gonna be awesome. Especially, I mean, Martin Scorsese seals the deal, and then you add Jamie Foxx. It's gonna be overall a great deal for you guys to watch, and I'm excited to.
I agree. Before we move into the next subject that Caleb's going to introduce, I want to remind you guys, go check us out at teespring.com/stores/unwrapped. Go check out all of our apparel, stuff from network designs to fun designs that can be for anybody in the family. Got support for all of us for different shows, as you'll see them loading down here. A lot of the shows that we're on, including us and Caleb's last show, Saturday Standouts, right there, and the Keeping It Blunt apparel. So please check us out at teespring.com/stores/unwrapped. Really appreciate that, guys. So, really quick for the next one, LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it. I mean, I don't want to leave you hanging. I'm just pouring a beer. Sorry, I was
No, you're
distracted.
good. I was trying to just hit you with the assist real quick.
No,
like LaMelo.
I appreciate
was trying to hit you. I was trying to hit you with a LaMelo assist.
That's perfect. It's perfect. You just lobbed it up for me. It's working well. LaMelo Ball, like Perry mentioned, is possibly out for the year. He might be projected to come back a little bit before then. We'll see, especially if they make the playoffs, which they've got a tall task ahead of them in terms of doing so. So we'll see what happens with that. But LaMelo Ball broke his wrist, so he's out for a period of time. Not sure exactly when that's going to be, but huge shot to not only LaMelo but the Hornets as well. He made them much better than they have been. It's going to be exciting. Rookie of the year by far this season. He was absolutely crushing the league. So Huge hit to the Hornets and MJ, but we'll see. Hopefully he heals faster than we anticipate, but that's a tough go for him.
I agree. And 41 games this season, I don't think it's going to be enough to put him in the Rookie of the Year race by the end of it. It'll be Anthony Edwards. I think we all know that. And he was averaging about
guys who might have Halliburton's playing well.
I don't know, man. Anthony Edwards is just going off now. He's just going
yeah,
crazy.
But he's on a terrible team.
But he's going stupid. And Rookie of the Year is not about team success. Rookie of the Year is all about rookie. It's all statistical. But dude, 16 points a game for LaMelo. 6 rebounds, 6 assists. This guy was immediately cutting up professional defenses. The flow that he plays with, the tempo that he has from a point guard standpoint is just amazing. He's got good size. LaMelo is just going to get better and better every single year. So it's a big shot to the Hornets. I think every year they're right there at like the 8 seed, 9 seed. They had a chance this year to a weak East, a weak division at the back end there that they're in, and they could have easily slipped in, made maybe a little bit of a run. Who knows? But they are pretty exciting when he's on the floor. LaMelo,
I think they would have made the playoffs. Like
for sure.
East is wide open right now. Like seeds 4 through 10 are like separated by like maybe a point or a game, excuse me. So like
they do have really good guards though. So
it's very close there. We'll see what like transpires. I mean, maybe they can just have good play, but missing the guy that does it all is hard to do and be able to make the playoffs, alone. So we'll see. If he does come back early, hopefully they're playing well enough. I mean, if you play 500 level right now in the East, you possibly have the chance of making the playoffs, but you want to play a little bit better than that, be above that 500 mark just to confirm that you are going to be. We'll see. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's hard without LaMelo, man. He's kind of ran the ship.
I agree. And, although we don't think they might make the playoffs, there's a lot of games to bet on. And again, we remind you one more time, go to mybookie.ag and with code USN100, double your first deposit there. You can go get March Madness going on, NBA stuff, live betting, sportsbook, casino, all that fun stuff. MyBookie is the place to be if you want to go make some money. So join us on there, code USN100 for 100% sign-up bonus, plus a little extra. They give you an extra $15 as well. So check it out, mybookie.ag.
Yeah, that's not something to miss, guys. Go ahead and check that out. There's a lot going on right now. A lot of different sports. Baseball is actually about to get started back up as well. And we got
a big baseball panel this week too, so be on the lookout for that.
So yeah, Unwrap's gonna have a huge baseball panel. Look out for that, guys. That's gonna be awesome. Wish I could join that, but I haven't been able to do my due diligence and being able to get into baseball so far this year. But we'll keep it moving here. Ohio State basketball. They lost Oral Roberts, star players. EJ Liddell received death threats after their loss to that Oral Roberts Eagles team that I was just talking about. So thoughts on that, Perry? Because the fact that they're talking about kids like that just amazes me. I mean, he posted screenshots and everything, and it was pretty rough. And he was calling the the N-word or whatever. I don't know what color this guy was behind his profile or whatever, but
it's unbelievable.
It was first off, you're talking to a kid. Kid's 18, 19, 20 years old. Like, you can't know. Like, there's no reason for that. He's a kid. He makes mistakes. Things happen. He's still learning himself, still growing into himself. Like, it's not that serious. It was just people do that, and it's just like you don't need to. Like, there's
this new thing where people don't get held accountable online, and there's no way of having some sort of verification to have a profile because there's all these troll accounts, and people will make an account for that very moment just to go send it a hate message and not feel like they're going to get caught. And first off, if anyone actually reports any of this stuff, they for sure can go back on IP addresses and things like that. So no one's ever safe in this new cloud-based society. But people are so confident online. They think they can put up some fucking fake name and a fake photo, and you can go say whatever the hell that you want to great people out there and be racist and sexist and anti-Semitic. And it's okay because you're this
But
no-named person. But
it all
like,
stemmed from
it's
a
bullshit.
loss to a team that just had it, that night, and it's a loss. It
But no
happened.
one's gonna. I don't think a lot of people are gonna say that with your own personal profile that you have because you're a person there. Like you're gonna
I
go
mean,
on your stupid troll
if
account,
Florida State loses, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, but like,
right?
I'm not gonna take it out on the players. Like they did the
Wow.
best they could. Like I'm not on the fucking court playing. Like I'm
First off,
not.
there should never be any reason why any sane person should be making death threats to people.
Why?
There should be
Are
no
you?
reason why you should be
And
making
first
death
off,
threats.
the person behind that probably doesn't even have the balls to even try and attempt that. I don't even have the balls to fucking try and
For
attempt that.
sure. Like I said,
So
you don't
this
even have
guy's
the
just
balls to put it on your
guys just
personal profile.
guys just spitting out of his ass. Like
For
whatever.
sure.
Like just like ignore it. But it's still like now you got the FBI involved. Now you got people like the university involved. Like they're gonna find you. Like you're a dumbass for doing something like that. Like
No one's
you,
safe. No
like
one's
like
safe.
I'll be pissed at a player, but I don't get in their DMs or shit. I'll
Right.
tag them and be like semi harsh, but I'm not gonna fucking threaten their life
And not just
or
that, like you mentioned, this is a fucking student athlete. This is a
he's a
kid.
kid,
It's
dude.
a kid, bro. Like he's not even on contract. He's
Do you
there.
even remember when you were that age? Like
He's at school. He's trying his best. He's in a huge moment. And it wasn't just his fault that the team lost. They lost as a team. And you're gonna go at this kid like that? Like I thought it was just really low.
because he missed one free throw in a one-on-one situation.
Come
Like
on, man.
I'm sorry. Like it happened, bro.
I messed up. I'm trying my fucking best. I'm a kid here on a big stage.
Put your fucking self in that situation. You wouldn't make
For
either
sure.
one of them. I guarantee you. Even if you had a
Yeah.
double bonus, you wouldn't
I
make.
hope you felt better about yourself that day, sending this guy a death threat online. I hope you felt better about
What a
yourself.
dumbass!
You're
What
a
a
piece of shit.
fucking what a dumbass!
And
What a fucking
there was multiple people that sent really hateful shit to him too. So it wasn't just one particular person. Like
no,
it's
but that
just
guy
like
stood out. That guy stood out
yeah,
really hard. He
I agree.
was ridiculous on him.
I agree. So we got Deshaun Watson drama continuing to unfold. The list is now like 16 women,
Bro,
and I think
is it making
14
you
of them.
question? Is it making you question?
I feel like I should get this on a t-shirt because I say it all the time because when there's smoke, there's fire. But
You gotta make that's gonna be a keeping it blunt thing.
I just feel
Instaversion
like
with the logo on the front, and then like when
exactly,
there's smoke, there's fire on the back. Oh, dude,
exactly.
let's do it. Let's hit up
Let's get it
Lucas.
going. Let's get
Gotta
it
get
going. We're gonna
Lucas
hit Lucas.
involved.
But back to the real shit here. Like this, obviously, no joke when it comes to anything along these lines. It's just not a good look for Deshaun Watson here. And I saw from his side, I read something that said his representation found multiple things that showed that one of these was not true, showing that the rest of them might not be true as well. But what else are they supposed to say?
Hey, Piper.
Sorry, my dog wanted to make an appearance. If you're gonna
Hey,
bark, come and bark. Bark in
everybody
the
wish
mic.
her a
Bark in
belated,
bark in the
puppy.
mic if you're gonna bark. You know,
Belated National
like,
Puppy
don't
Day. Everybody
compromise
wish
the sound.
Piper. Good girl. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
She
you
just
can't do that. It's disgusting if it's the truth, but we'll see what comes out of it. That's a lot of when more people keep coming out and out and out about it, and it's at that point you start thinking, and there's reasons why. There's facts behind it. Some of them are kind of out of this world of what was happening, so we'll see if they're true or not. But it's definitely a bad look on Deshaun Watson's part. Like no matter
it's
if
a
it's
lot.
true or
It's a lot
no
of
matter
people
if
now.
it's true or not, but like it's starting to seem to a lot of people that it's true. And that's the problem. Like if this is true, goodbye. You're not going to be in the league
I
anymore.
don't know,
And like
man.
and good riddance. I mean, there's no way. Like
The Texans already signed Tyrod Taylor to a really expensive contract to go be there.
I mean,
Not for no reason.
Robert Kraft got away with rubbing tugs down in Florida, and like nothing happened out of that.
I
So
don't
we'll
know,
see.
man.
But, I mean,
Yeah, we'll
domestic
see.
violence. domestic assault and everything is a different story. So we'll see what comes out of that. But
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson, you're teetering right there on the line between our shit list and not.
Yeah, we're not going to put you on it yet, but we got to see this continue to unravel. But it's definitely not looking good whatsoever. I don't see many good things in this at all. So
No.
there's still a lot of disparity between the men's and women's weight rooms, and I know you put weight rooms here, but also not just that, meal plans, stuff like that
Right,
too.
but that's where it kind of originated from. So that's
Definitely,
just kind of what I put down on the outline. But I mean,
definitely,
good God, man, like you want to show your true colors? Go ahead. That's what you just did. Like
right.
that's exactly what you just did, and now we know. The disparity between not only the weight rooms, you're just talking about the meals that they're receiving, just living circumstances as a whole, just for their tournament compared to the men's tournament is not equivalent or even close to being equivalent. It's
Deep. Yeah,
disrespectful, it's demeaning, it's a whole lot of things. I don't really know what to say much more than that because it's disappointing to see. We already know the shit that goes down with the NCAA and not paying players and things of that nature, which a lot of us don't agree with. And now this is being shown to light. And I'm sure we could have all guessed it beforehand, but we chose to ignore it. And, that's something that we are now being shown to the light and, making a serious stand against because it's not okay. It
yeah,
is not okay that we treat women's sports different than men's sports. There should be no reason for that, whether it's basketball, whether that's soccer, whether that's softball and baseball, no matter what it is between any of the sports, tennis, swimming, and diving, there's no reason that they should be less than equal at all
yeah,
parts. And I feel like there's definitely a big margin to be able to gain on the NCAA's part. But the NCAA is very close on the edge of falling off the cliff. That is the downfall of them ultimately and not being able to be the organization that they are.
yeah. No, I agree. And just to list the Sweet 16, which is almost set here for the women's March Madness as well. Number 6, Michigan, and number 2, Baylor. Number 5, Iowa. Number 1, Connecticut, who seems to always be number 1. Number 4, Indiana. Number 1, NC State. Number 3, Arizona, U of A. 2, Texas A&M. 5, Missouri State. 1, Stanford. 6, Oregon. 2, Louisville. 5, Georgia Tech. 1, South Carolina. And Maryland is set to play rather Texas or UCLA, which is live right now, 39-22. So that's your Women's March Madness update as well. And away from sports, on to something that I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. Elon Musk announced today via Twitter, like he usually announces everything on. I mean, I have my notifications turned on for Elon Musk. If you don't follow Elon Musk, he's a must follow, especially if you're a
A
heavy
Musk
investor.
follow? A Musk
A
follow?
Musk follow. A Musk follow. Um, he provides you with a lot of knowledge, a lot of things that you might know if you're an investor. You like down the road, things of that nature, go ahead, follow Elon Musk. He's a great entrepreneur. He's a great innovator. One of the smartest minds in probably our generation and our history. Ultimately, is what he'll go down as. So he's very smart with what he does, whether that's for the Earth or expanding into outer space, from to cars to all kinds of different things. So I mean, he's a very smart guy. So you guys should go follow him. But he announced today that Teslas are going to be able to be bought with Bitcoin. Which is obviously the cryptocurrency that is associated with Elon Musk. So, I mean,
Makes
it's big
sense.
news. It's worth.
Makes sense.
I mean, one Bitcoin's worth $51,000. I'm gonna look it up right now. But what a thing! You can start buying cars with cryptocurrency.
And shout out to the
Bitcoin.
people that got into Bitcoin early too.
Bitcoin is currently, yeah, shout out to them. I got onto it late. I just treat it like a savings account or like a
Yeah,
reoccurring thing. And it's at 52,000, almost $400 right now, 52,400
that's crazy.
for one Bitcoin.
You can put down 1 Bitcoin, 2 Bitcoin, and get the
Pay
craziest car.
car. Yep, you're good. If you hopped on it
That's
early,
nuts.
that's where you're sitting. You're looking real nice right now. But I'm not going to shy away from keep investing in it. I mean, it's just going to keep growing. Cryptocurrency is going to be the future. We're just going to, I mean, we already pay with our cards. You just tap the thing. You don't even plug it in anymore. At some point, it's just going to be cryptocurrency. You can use it straight from your phone and just tap your phone, and then everything is just going to be paid.
I agree. I think you can just like double click the side of your phone. It'll be your debit card up top. You'll have your Bitcoin right there. You'll have something else, and you can decide which one you want to just tap right there. And eventually, I think it's gonna go to like chips and stuff in your fucking hand and stuff.
I don't know about, but we'll probably be long gone. We'll be long gone.
I like to think futuristic while I'm high too. But like, I feel like the more that we continue to get more minimalistic, I feel like even the Apple Watch turns into a watch that's just like a part of you. Like, you know, almost like you imagine Star Wars where they hit it and the hologram pops up. Like you can just hit your wrist and like something pops up and it's like something on your fucking wall, but it's actually your arm. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually a chip, and it's not even a huge deal.
Like it's just like a hologram, like on your wrist.
Crazy, and some shit like that, bro. Some future ass shit, dude. You literally just like scan into places and stuff, and it has like all the information, bro. Like you don't need an ID anymore. There's no more like at that point everything's digitalized. There's no more IDs. There's no more driver's license. Like you get pulled over by the cops, you just scan your fucking arm, and it tells you everything you need to know about this fucking person. Tell me you can't
blood pressure, alcohol level. Here's
everything, anything. It'll be your heartbeat. It just like an Apple Watch can tell you right now. Not everything, not
nearly detail. To that, not nearly to that level, but everything.
I mean, and not just that. It'll be, but not just that. It'll be able to help with like medical advances too. You show up to a person that is dying or something, and they're able to scan their arm. You're able to see their vitals right there and all that stuff, and it pops up. Like, dude, tell me this isn't blowing your mind. I feel like
it's not blowing my mind because I can see it happening. Like I'm high, as fuck,
dude.
But
like coming up soon,
so I can see exactly where you're coming from. Like we're up soon.
Coming up soon. I feel like not like soon, not soon, but not like, too far away.
We'll be like 75 when this shit's going down. You know, like that's
how old. That's fine as long as 50, I can see
it. 50 years. 49 now. Fuck shit.
If I can see it, yeah, I'm happy. I feel like
damn, dude. Cool. 49 years, we're under 50 years to that age. God damn it.
I'm down. Like, I'm down, dude. I'm down. 50 years, give it to me.
That's cool.
At the end of my age, I'll be a grandpa that shows up to buy shit, and I'll be like, here's my arm. Like, you know what I mean? Like, scans together. Like, you know, it would be sick as fuck. Pop into my hover car, scan to drive. I'm off, bro. Like, that's it. Self-driving hovercraft.
Beep.
Bitcoin scanners and stuff like here. Bitcoin.
Dogecoin. Looking.
You don't actually have dogs anymore. It's just Dogecoins.
Dogecoins. All the way.
A bunch of Doges. we've gotten heavily off track now.
Yeah. All right. Back on track here. Prince Harry got a job in Silicon Valley, man. It's a little startup company. Not sure really what it's about, but he's a normal person now. He's not a part of the royal family. Well, not really normal. I mean, he lives in Silicon Valley, has a job in Silicon Valley. So, right. But cool. I mean, good for him. I don't really know what much else to say about it, but cool.
Right. I like it.
That's all you guys say. I like it too. I think it's a cool thing for him. I think it's a great thing.
I like seeing him being a normal guy. Yeah, start your life, and you're now fully American, and you're here, and you're in Silicon Valley, and you're investing in shit. Now you're fully the modern man. So drop the prince now. This is just Harry.
He gets it. He's like, I'm gonna make money. And he's like, I got money at royal family.
All of a sudden now, his thing is just like,
do anything for that money. I'm gonna do something for the money.
If you talk to him now, all he says is to the moon. He's one of those guys now. He immediately is just like stocks to the moon. We're hitting this hard. We're betting on sports. Like he's fully a regular guy now. I bet. I can't.
Bro, you know what's so funny is when he was, that video. When he was in the Marines or what was he in the Army or some shit
like that?
Yeah, and then like all his boys start running to the plane or whatever to like go. The siren starts going off, and he's just like, oh shit! He's like, he just like sheds like the mic or whatever that's on him and just starts taking off. was like, that's a normal dude. That's not
Yeah.
anybody from the royal family. Like, I don't know this
That's
guy.
that's a badass dude. That's a
Yeah,
badass dude
he's a good guy, man. I like him.
So we got spring break is out of fucking control in Miami. And we already talked about this last week with that state of emergency.
I told you it was coming. I did.
Bad, man. It's bad. You can see just I didn't even want to click on one story. I just want to have all the stories up because it's that bad. You can see Miami Beach hones its strategy as another spring break weekend nears. 2 spring breakers drugged, raped woman, then partied, cops say. She died in South Beach. Spring break curfew, road closures, return to South Beach, some residents staying home. It's just Miami Beach cracks down on unruly mass spring break. Miami Beach extends emergency curfew after spring break. Miami sets early curfew after massive spring break crowds. Like you get Miami South Beach confronts disastrous spring break. Like it just seems like a horror story because it is a fucking horror story. And we talked about this.
It's
insane.
So bad. It's
so bad. Come on. Like, and I know none of these people are vaccinated and stuff.
I mean, but I'm just like, I go back to my days. I'm like, would I have really given a shit when I was like 18 years old, 19 years
I don't know,
old?
man.
Like, I'm like, I probably wouldn't have, but like, at this point, you got to understand this is bigger than a lot of things. So like, no reason to do that shit. Dude, the shit is going on down there. Like, it is wild. Like, packing the streets after 8 p.m. curfew. They're like just going ham, bro. And
we talked about the Tulum crowd too. If you want to go, if you want to go to San Diego and go to a nice little beach, or go take a trip to somewhere that's not
Bahamas, go to Cozumel, go to
I don't know,
Canyon,
just something. Dude, we don't all need to go to the same place. I feel like with spring break, this has now become out of control. And with Miami,
not South Beach. Why are you going to South Beach? It's
South Beach, man.
It's the dirtiest fucking place ever. Dirtiest.
That's literally the last place that I'd want to be.
Besides New York, New York City,
all of the United States.
New York City's dirty as fuck, but Miami Beach or South Beach is not necessarily where you're gonna go. Go to Kentucky. No, I'm sorry, Michael.
Yeah, Michael, I'm sorry. Like, besides seeing you and Andrew, I don't know one reason, or Dalton, I don't know one reason why I'd ever want to actually go to Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever want to go to Kentucky, honestly. Sorry, Michael. Like I lived in Tennessee. Tennessee's fun. There's some things to do, but
right.
I'm gonna go to Kentucky for spring break. I'm gonna go to the beach.
I agree.
Like you can go to the beach. You can have a good time.
So this one's tripping people out here. Plans unveiled for first sustainable city on Mars by 2100. Bruh, the fact that this is even a topic is
Do you see this?
Fucking out of my mind. Yeah, I didn't read into it, but I did.
I didn't read into it either, bro. But this is wild.
Let's see. What it's beautiful here. What, Mars or Kentucky?
I
know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know. It's beautiful there. I mean, just outside, a little town outside Nashville, called Murfreesboro. Don't try and spell it. It's not. I mean, it's
Murfreesboro.
Yeah, it's a great Murfreesboro. It's a bigger town now, so not necessarily as small as when I was there, but great place to be. I'll be up there in May. So everybody up in Tennessee, want to hit me up? I'll be downtown Broadway, Nashville for a wedding in May. I'll be down there Saturday afternoon and at night. Yeah, close to Brentwood, about 30 minutes. About 30 minutes outside of Brentwood there, Michael. 30 minutes to Nashville.
We have a Brentwood out here too. Very cool.
Yours probably much. Well, Brentwood in Tennessee is pretty nice.
Brentwood's beautiful here. It's beautiful.
Brentwood in Tennessee is really nice too.
So back to fucking Mars, bro. Let's just dive into this real quick. So the fact that this is even a thing, and we both didn't read into this, but so let's just kind of talk all in theory here. So is this in your head? Do you think this is going to be a thing where you're able to go walk around Mars and stuff, or is this going to be like in buildings and stuff where it's all regulated? Obviously, maybe a mixture of the two, but I can't see it to where it's like, oh, I'm going to go take like a jog around Mars. I don't see it where it's like I'm gonna go walk the dog really quick outside. I think it's gonna be much different. But like, what do you think? Like, what does your mind tell you?
I'm pretty much on the same path as you, man. There'll be a little bit of both, but if you got to go outside, you got to wear like the hazmat suit or whatever the fuck you got to wear to go out there until you start producing shit out of the ground that makes the atmosphere stronger. It's like you're starting over, ultimately that's what we're working towards here. That's the goal, which is kind of wild. It is kind of wild to think about, like, God,
dude, imagine taking a spaceship.
God put us on this earth, we're moving.
A couple chicks are saying, I'm going to Tulum, and then me and Caleb say, no, we're going on a spaceship and we're gonna go visit our buddy in Mars.
Our buddy's up there. We're just gonna go see him for the weekend. It'll probably be
there's a spaceship in like 2 weeks, and we're getting on it, and we'll be back in like a month. Like we're gonna spend a month in Mars.
Yeah, a month there is gonna be like 2 years here.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, bro, time. It's so far away.
I don't know if that's how it works.
Yeah, I swear to God, that's how it works.
But you still age, and like you can still keep time. Like you can keep track of how long it's been.
Yeah, I swear, bro. Like you could have like your Apple Watch on and it's just gonna keep
Mars edition.
Yeah, bro.
Unwrapped space. Unwrapped thoughts.
Yeah, so like if you think about it, like are we gonna be like if like we end up there? Like just hypothetically thinking here. If we end up at Mars, right? Like that's like what we do. And we don't know there's other things there. What happens when we run into them? We're just like
war. What do we do best? War.
We're just gonna transport
what
all
do we
our
do best?
We're gonna transport all our nuclear weapons into space in a space shuttle and hope it doesn't fucking.
No, you'll make new space weapons. Like I feel like at this point, 2100, we have special space weapons that we've sent these people up with. God forbid there's ever anything that they encounter.
We're gonna be like Halo. We're gonna be like
it might not be aliens, for example.
We're gonna be like Halo, dude. We're gonna be like Halo. There's gonna be like fucking things everywhere. We're just gonna be like walking around in these suits.
Dude, there's gonna be some sick ass Netflix documentary about this. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's gonna be fucking trippy.
It's becoming more and more realistic. Like I'm starting to believe like this shit's gonna happen. Like I might not be alive, but this shit's gonna happen. This is wild. And we might see the start of it. Like they might start building this thing like any day now.
It would take you longer to age, right? More days to circle the sun. See, these are the high thoughts that I wanted. Like this is what this show is built around.
It'd take you longer. It takes you faster, I think, because it's closer.
It take you longer to age. But I feel like, what if I kept it?
But the moon rotates, and Mars is. Where is Mars in the spectrum?
Bro, I'm like 10 years removed from even trying to even learn that.
Dude, I think they're before Earth. They're closer to the sun. So that would mean that it's going to be hotter. No way we can move closer. We got to move backwards. We got to move backwards, bro. Why do we got to move closer?
Yeah, I don't really know. That's tripping me out. Let's see.
Mercury, Venus, Mars is after us. Dog.
Yeah, where's perfect. Dog? Like, wait, where's this dog?
No, he's saying dog.
I'm just saying. I was gonna say, why aren't we starting a civilization on the planet Dog, and why are we going to Mars? Because I'm down to go to Dog, and I know Piper, who was trying to be vocal earlier on the show, definitely just pitched in secretly to me and told me that if that was the actual planet, she's down.
Bro, if we're just moving back one planet, like that'll last us another good like.
We're just hopping planets. It's almost like we're gonna get space yachts and just go back.
We're just gonna like destroy each one as we go, and then once we get to like not even Pluto. What's the one before Pluto? Pluto's not a planet.
We're sending all of our TikTokers there to make it as toxic as possible and destroy it before we arrive. That's going to be our plan. It's going to be our army. We're going to send all.
That's what we're going to end up doing because we're just doing all this shit. Like, we're trying to survive. Yeah, of course we are. Like, and we're going to end up figuring it the fuck out. And then like, there's not going to ever be an end because we're just going to run it like millions of years down the road and go to the last planet ever. Because we just pollute. We just pollute each next planet enough for it to be livable. and to have the right air to be able to grow shit, and then we'll do it, and then we'll live there, and then we'll do the same thing to the next planet and the next planet.
So you're gonna have a girl. So I know you're gonna have a girl on Mars. You'll have a girl on Venus. I know you'll have.
I'm gonna have a badass Mars bitch.
Oh, for sure.
A badass Mars bitch. She's gonna be.
I mean, how do you get?
She's gonna be like hot pink, like just straight hot pink, and like have like 3 eyes, and like
is Caleb.
Very hot, very hot. But dude, how just hot pink, 3 eyes, like 4 arms. She can do like multiple things at once, which is just like
God damn.
Whoa, bro, like whoa. And I'm just gonna be like,
this girl's throwing a foot in places Caleb's never even seen.
And I'm be like, you're my wife. I marry you. And then it's
she already claimed you. Like that's the thing. It's like the Avatar shit where she threw her ponytail up against your dick and it was just like you guys were just one kind of thing. All right, we're moving off this. We're moving off this. We've gotten way off topic.
We're way too deep.
This has been the best though.
This is cool, man.
No, I think we got Krispy Kreme here for people like me, baby.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme, baby, coming through with a free donut a day to anyone who shows their Vax card to them. Free glazed donut every single day for the rest of the year. Go get you one, Perry. Go get you one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get myself a fucking donut because, you know what, I deserve a donut, and I'm vaccinated
every day.
I'm gonna show up and say, throw 2 in there. I'm gonna say you better throw 2 in there. And I'll pay for the other one. But I'm going to say, you make it a double. You make it a double.
I'm going to pay for it, though. I'm going to pay for it.
I got you. I got you.
Watch me. I'm going to pay for it.
Just watch me, bro. So you got Joe Biden.
All right. This is not politics. So if you're watching, you're like, fuck politics. This is not it is our president of the United States, but it's just funny as fuck.
So, as we know, he is a little old. I am pulling up the video as we speak. He's a little on the older side.
I'm already just envisioning it in my head, and I'm laughing so hard.
All right, here's our bro. Here's homie. Hold on, I'm gonna make it bigger for y'all. Here's homie, and Phil, he's having a rough day. Some people are just having a rough day. Oh,
what's one?
Oh man, oh buddy, bro. I'm just glad he made it, and still hit us with a salute.
You gotta show the fucking videos people have been editing, bro. Like they're I don't even know how to like even start that. But there's one with like Trump's like hitting golf balls off the tee box and like it just boom, 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 and like a sound effect. There's like sound effects to it, so it's like boom.
All right, we're going on a deep dive.
There's another one that you sent, and it was like I don't even know what to call it. The shit people put on the internet is ridiculous nowadays, man. It's just like they put on.
Yo, it's the first time I've seen this.
Bro,
Yo, the internet is literally
people do the funniest shit on the internet. I swear to God.
Oh my God.
You'll see it on Instagram, but if you want to get it before everybody else, head to Twitter because you get everything before everybody else. And
that was the best video.
Oh my God, man! I feel bad for him, but it's also just so funny. Like it is just.
Oh, man.
So funny, man.
He's tripping more than Caleb. I want the drum solo from the Hangover on his strips. Yo, oh my god, that was so funny. So we got Post Malone needing to do a country album, and I know Caleb's going to be highly opinionated on this. But here's the thing: I think Post Malone is one of the most versatile artists. Play it. I think he's one of the most versatile artists. Let's see. I'll look it up for you real quick. Take it away.
Yeah, sorry, I was smoking. Sorry, I apologize, guys. But man, he's got those Texas roots. All right. Post Malone's got those Texas roots. He's close with Luke Combs, who is from Texas as well, and he's a very popular country singer. Right now too, he's kind of up and coming. But dude, he crushed these. He did a song by Alan Jackson. That was pretty amazing. You want me to try and bring it up?
No, I got it. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, dude. And I don't know what else he covered. He covered a bunch more songs, and it was absolutely fantastic. I think he should come out with a country album. I mean, he's come out with like a rap album or a rock rap album. And yeah. Brad Paisley. There you go. Can we get the sound on real quick?
Yeah, give me one second.
He absolutely crushed it. He's just so versatile. He can do whatever. Like I said, he did rock, rap. He did rap. He's sang rock songs before. He's just very all around talented guy. I love Post. I love everything he puts out.
I don't think it's gonna play out loud.
Oh, no way. Unplug your headphones. See if that works.
I'll get it work. Give me a sec.
We'll get it together, guys. Just give us one moment.
Hey guys, happy to be a part of this, and I want to say thank you to Matt and everybody who's involved. Got a couple great musicians, and we're just here to play some of my favorite country-esque tunes and just have a good time. So, cheers, sir. Cheers, boys. Cheers, guys. Thank you guys very much. I love you guys.
You can hear okay?
Well, I love her.
Oh, I gotta smoke up to this.
I love to fish. Spend all day on this lake. It's all I catch. But today she met me at the door. Said I would have to choose. If I ain't that fishing hole today, she'd be packing all her things. She'd be gone by you. Well, I'm gonna miss her when I get home. But right now I'm on this lake shore, and I'm sitting in the sun. I'm so when I walk through that door tonight, yeah, I'm gonna miss her. You're so funny. Lucky lady, I've got a bride. There's a chance that if I hurry, I can beg her to stay. Now I was riding the weather's perfect. No telling what I might get today. So I'm gonna miss her.
He's good, man. He is good.
when I get home.
He is good. So versatile in what he does, and just all around a musical talent, you know, to be appreciated. And I hope everybody does appreciate what Post Malone does, man. He's just great. Great voice, you know, great. He might seem a little crazy to people, but he's really, you know, down to earth type dude from what I hear. I'm a big fan of Post.
100%. Yeah, that's all we got from him. But yeah, I love that. That was the first time I heard that. And I think he's phenomenal. I love his voice. I've heard him do acoustic stuff. You've heard him do more pop stuff. You've heard him do
Have you heard him ever? You ever heard him in the Silent Library or whatever it's called, and really like, have to play like a very low chill song?
No.
Really good. You should look it up. It's really, really, really good.
Okay, cool. No, I'm gonna definitely check that out for sure. So I'm a big Post guy. I know one more thing you got on the outline, UFOs. And tell me why this was on the outline. I was waiting for you to tell me this on air.
The government is going to release information confirming that UFOs are real.
Well, I mean, we all knew this, bro.
I know, but it's like real now. Like it's like no, they're gonna be like there's gonna be things that are released that like we're just gonna be like, holy shit. Like that's what people are like government officials are saying. They're like, you guys are gonna see things and you're gonna be like, whoa. Like there's gonna be so
I
much
can only
shit.
imagine government officials, how their lives are so different with the things that they know and have to keep a secret. The way that they see the world is probably so different. It's crazy. The way they say Earth, we'll say Earth, not just Earth and the universe. There's
Yeah, I'm gonna start tripping out like Michael is. I'm just gonna start fucking looking around at all times, no matter what the sound is.
dude.
Like
I'm
something's
I'm
going
down.
on.
I'm down. I want to see this. I want to see exactly what's out there. I want to know what the world has out there. I think we live in the craziest fucking world, and not just with the craziest universe. And I think there's so much out there that we don't know.
Oh,
It's
there's
gonna
so
trip
much
us
out there
out.
that we don't know. I mean, that's what I was just talking about on Mars, dude. I was gonna kind of transfer it into this, but I didn't. But because I want to save it for last. It's such a good topic. UFOs,
Yeah,
dude.
I feel like
UFOs. My
the
my
fact that we're
grandmother
talking
said
about
she
you,
my grandmother said she saw one in Kentucky one time. So shout out Michael in Kentucky. You know, you've probably seen a UFO. So that's pretty
I feel like
wild. But
the fact that we're talking about UFOs and potential life on Mars in the same episode, I love it. It's crazy. It trips me
I
out.
think it's gonna happen, bro. Like this
I
is legitimately gonna happen now.
It excites me. I feel like I want to know more, and the more that I know is not going to scare me. I feel like it's just going to intrigue me
It's a
more.
little bit scary. It's a little bit scary though.
The unknown is always a little scary, but I feel like knowing more about UFOs, knowing more about what's out there is really going to, I think, just give us more clarity with stuff. I feel like it's less about being scared of what's out there and more trying to learn at if this is a threat or if this is something that just peacefully coexists that we didn't know out there. Because if that's the case, I would love to know this shit. Like how do we have interactions with animals and all of this other stuff? But maybe we could do the same thing with an alien or something. I feel like that is high thoughts, but like you mentioned, this is about to get dropped for us from government
I
officials.
don't think it's high at all, bro. I mean, maybe because I am high, but I'm like, I think that same shit's gonna happen. I don't know if we'll be alive for it, but like, that shit's gonna happen. Like, we're starting to see it move that direction in terms of currency too, and everything's just technologically through everything, and we're just turning into a tech world, and that's what's gonna happen. And now we're seeing all this, and now we're learning from this technology that was probably presented to us by the UFOs and from people outside of this world, and now we're just learning from it and being able to understand it, and now we're using it, and
I
it's
feel like they're only going to let out so much too. I feel like there's still going to be so much that we don't know, and still even more gnarly stuff that's getting kept a secret from us.
oh, I'm sure there will be, but there always is, you know, like
Right.
we don't know half the shit that goes on. I'm not even bold enough to say we even know like 33% of what's going on. Like that is pushing it because like we don't know what the
We
fuck's
don't even
going
know
on.
half the shit in the ocean, bro.
No, we don't know anything.
Fish in the
Like,
ocean, that's right
we
here.
know what we're supposed to do to be able to be eligible to vote and be a United States citizen.
F taxes and science.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's what we know how to do. Like there's people that are like up there that have like serious conversations. We have no fucking idea what they're about, bro.
Dude, I'm talking the cover-ups and stuff. All the things.
There's so many. There's so
I
many. You
wanna
can't
know
trust.
that.
You don't trust any. You don't trust the government. Like that's one rule.
I don't
No
trust.
matter.
I do. I only trust like 2 people in my life. I feel like no. I'm just
No
kidding.
matter who's
There's
the
no
government.
way I
you
trust the
It
government.
doesn't
No
matter.
way. I know everyone's listening all the time. I know everything's accessible at any moment.
We're
And
all on the map. You can't get off the map. Good luck
Yeah.
trying to get off the map because
Right.
you're not gonna be able to do anything. Like you can't have a bank account. You can't.
We're
You can't
both
go to the
gonna have
grocery store.
FBI agents at our door tomorrow, being like, "Yeah, you guys were just saying a little bit too much last night."
Yeah, you guys,
We're gonna
just
have to-
a knock on the door at like 6 a.m. We just,
Yeah.
fuck, God damn it.
Mr. Aston, Mr. Skinner, we're gonna have to talk. Like, I think you've let the people in on just a few too many insights.
I was like, I'm gonna be like, was it the weed?
Yeah, bro. We were just high, dude. Like, that's it. But they're listening.
I don't know anything that's going on. Well, you know too much. I'm like,
For
what
all
the
the
fuck?
FBI agents watching, we hope you're enjoying the show. We are up for feedback, and we appreciate all of your support.
Man, let us know. Push it too far, whatever. I mean, I really hope I don't see you tomorrow morning, but there's probably a nice 15% chance that could happen. So,
come hang out. So
we'll see.
Before we sign off today, we want to remind you guys that you, of course, can see all of our sponsors scrolling at the bottom throughout the entire show. But first off, go check out RX Hemp for your CBD needs, all of your pain relief. Go check that out. Cool therapy, warm therapy, all these different products. It's such a great line that they have. So check it out. You can get 10% off, one-time purchase, even subscription. With the code RXHemp-USN for 10% off. So go check out RX Hemp for us. And if you're gambling, which you should be for March Madness, basketball, like Caleb said, baseball's coming back, all of this, we have mybookie.ag. Sign up with code USN100. Double your money, $50 all the way up to $1,000. They'll get you the same money back to you, plus a $15 sign-up bonus. Go fill out your bracket competition right here. You can see there's still stuff going on. You still can go do the sports book, live betting, casino, racing, all types of fun prop games and things like that. So MyBookie is the best bookie around. Go gamble with us.
Go make yourself some money. Go make yourself some money.
Make money with us, and you want to know how to make even more money, get into our Discord chat where we're giving out free winners every single day. And you can see that you can sign up from the $5 tier all the way to the 10. You get in that Discord chat. We're giving you all these free winners. And with Corey and everybody that's in there, it's just been a lot of great information, a lot of money to be made. You also get off a percentage from the Teespring store we have for all of our apparel, teespring.com/stores/unwrapped, and a $10 Amazon card giveaway. And for the $10 tier, everything that you just heard, except for that's 20% off of our Teespring shop. Get in that Discord chat with us. And we give out a memorabilia piece every month. If you still sign up before the first, you're eligible for the David Montgomery signed jersey giveaway. And we are waiting to get our next signed memorabilia piece as well. We'll switch it up away from football for the next month. Maybe college hoops. We'll see what's going to pop up for next month. But we'll see what's going to go on, guys. So check us out. Please support us at patreon.com/unwrapped sports, guys. Caleb, it's been a great one. I feel like we had such a great show. And I'm high as hell, so I feel like that's always the goal. We'll call it an 8 out of 10 right now for me. I know we got into aliens, we got into UFOs, life on Mars. We're talking about all types of stuff today: movies, news, pop culture, music. We like to cover the whole 9 yards and have a good time while we do it. I know you saw Caleb take some shots today, drinking different beers, some Keef bowls. I had weed out my ass today, but been a fun show. Caleb, any last words for the family before we sign off?
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I am nice and twisted, and little tipsy as well. So it's nice, having this conversations, being able to keep it blunt with all of you guys, along with you, Perry. Always a pleasure, having you by my side here and keeping it blunt, man. It's one of a kind show. It's something like I've never done before. It's awesome to be able to, call you my brother and have you sit right here beside me. It's an amazing time. You can follow Perry on Twitter at Perry Acid. You can follow me at CHS Doll. Right there next to our names, guys. Follow Keeping It Blunt at keeping_it_blunt on Twitter as well. We appreciate all the love that you guys show, all the interaction you guys show, everybody from the beginning down to Michael at the end. We really appreciate all of y'all for showing the love every single night that we are on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. So or Eastern time, 6 p.m. Pacific there for you.
Yeah,
But,
hell yeah. No, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, I'm nice and toasty now.
Love it. And we got all those sponsors read too. Please go support us in all those facets. Like Caleb said, we'll be back next Wednesday. There may be a schedule change at some point. I'm trying my best to hang on to the Wednesday. Life is very busy, but no matter what, we will find a time, we will find a day, we will find a way, and we will keep everybody updated, of course. Next week should be good to go and should be a good one, per usual. I had a great time today. Sorry it was a little bit longer of a show, but we had such a great variety of topics to talk about, and those fucking tangents we had with the aliens and all that stuff. That's exactly what I feel like we got to be getting into more and more on this show. So again, like Caleb said, thank everyone for jumping in, being interactive with us. Check us out, keeping it _blunt, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Thank you so much, guys. Keep it blunt.
Keep it blunt, guys.